But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, we're live. How we doing, peeps? How we doing? Do I expect the chat to answer me back?
Good.
No, I meant YouTube chat. Do I expect them to answer me back? Yeah. How you doing, Jimenez? How you doing, Miss Boy Queen Bee? Hi, Ian Henry, Jeff Conco, Jimenez again, Miss Mod Queen Bee again. Only joking, I won't do that. Ian Henry, good to see you. Maybe I've already said him, I don't know. Oh, I get so many doublers, you know, so it's and I've said Jimenez. Good to see you
Super.
guys. Good to see you guys.
Mr. Super Sidewinder's in.
I didn't. Oh, of course, there he is, Mr. Super Sidewinder. Do you know because I say his name so often because of the songs, the track songs. I think when I see his name, I've automatically said it. It just comes with it, goes without saying. Good to see you. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, in the panel. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, Jeff. And we got Miss Maud Queen Bee, my better half. What are you saying, baby?
Nothing.
Oh, you're not saying anything at all? Nothing.
Hi, Barry. Hi,
You
Spencer
just
Minor. You do that to me every time, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm meant to say.
I'm just saying hello. I'm kind of saying hello. Have you got anything to say like hello to people, or just anything in general? Like
yo,
yeah, yo's a good one. Yo's an absolute good one. That's the best one, actually. Hey, you just say hello, bit. When I'm saying you got anything to say, I don't mean like take over the show and just complete. You probably could though. You could take over the show and just chat, couldn't you?
Well, no, not if I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about. Anytime. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about.
Well, your thing says a man investigated the country that legalized all drugs.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what your stream is about.
It is a thing. I think it is. Yeah, it's a Tyler. It's kind of a test as well because you know the last knife one. It was a Tyler one, and I got it taken down. But that was for me showing the knife, I think. But I'm just wondering if it's anything to do with Tyler himself as well. So this is another one, Tyler's. I can't get taken down because I'm not going to be showing any knives or anything. So I'm just, if it gets taken down, then I wonder if it's something to do with him himself. But I've been wanting to do this one for a little while anyway. I just didn't, especially after that knife one. It's meant to be a country. I didn't know there was a country of any sorts that have legalized every single drug. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about a clue. I know there's countries legalized. I don't know. It might be something. It might be some kind of bylaw where there's some little island, a country. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched any of the video at all, babe. So I'm not sure.
Do you know what country?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I played it for a second just to make sure that my download worked, and I had something about
Portugal.
Oregon, but that's America, but it's not.
No, Portugal, I think he said.
You know, you said Portugal, but didn't you say something about Oregon as well? I'm not sure. It was only for about 10 seconds I put it on just to make sure it was working. How do you know you were on the other end of the phone?
Because I hear things.
Oh, you hear things, do you?
When I'm on the phone, yeah. Hi, 4Jacks, PJ. Remember
Oh.
yesterday you had a... You
Oh,
said his
yes.
name instead of somebody else's.
4Jacks, apology to make to you just in case you hear it on Flat Says. I was talking to Luke. I was in Flat's panel last night, and I was being a bit annoyed with him. And he's been in Jack of All Trades chat, saying stuff. So when I was saying, "Oh, Luca, you know," so you don't even regret what you said to 4Jacks, do you? And I got you and Jack of All Trades mixed up. So if you hear me talking about you to Luca as though you're the bad dude, I meant Jack of All Trades. I did apologize to you at the end of the show as well. But just in case, dude. I always get, when I see Jack, I just like, you know, I just got mixed up with the words. That's all, dude. So an apology in case you think I'm having a go at you. It was actually Jack of All Trades. Obviously, you're not an anti-flat earther, 4Jack. Yeah, and just quickly, I mean, I went over to Nathan's channel just to show appreciation. He plugged my channel. I watch him still now and again. Yes, sometimes I don't like how he talks and all that. But I just started showing.
I gotta jump out. I gotta go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bye, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. All right, Jeff. And yeah, I just popped in to say hello. And there was Droid and Bible U there, who's Paula. And I just said, hello, Droid. Hello. No, I went yo for a general hello. Then I seen Droid and Bible U. So it's hello, Droid, hello, Paula, sort of thing. And the first thing I got back was, oh, hello, PJ. You come here to tell lies and tell everybody I'm a liar and all that kind of stuff. That kind of thing. I'm like, wow, we had a thing that happened about 7, 8, 9 months ago where she lied about this to do with the Mandela effect and all that. We were Bible studying with that, and she lied about us. Just what she lied about us, once saying that we got lit into her, and we started when she moved away from us because of the Mandela effect, because she doesn't believe in it. She's the one that did it, and she lied by saying that that when she went away, we all got lit into her for it. And that's all I said she lied about. And that's all we said she lied about. And then the messages she sent, sort of thing. And that's what she did do. She's the one that sent the messages and we replied back. She did a video saying about the Mandela and what. And the thing is, she knew when she started Bible study with us, she knew our position on the Mandela effect. We just didn't talk about it in front of her. But when it came to her show on Flax's one night, she left. She left and started going mad because she seen us in that show. Well, how can I study with people who believe in the Mandela? She knew we believed in the Mandela. We just didn't talk about it in front of her. But she ended up, like I said, lying and saying that we are the ones that got lit into her when it wasn't. It was her that got lit into us. She even blocked Jeff. She blocked Vicky for no reason when Vicky stuck up for her. Vicky says, well, look, you've got more income than not. So don't let us separate it. She's the one that went about talking about, oh, sweet. So anyway, she made a video, which was quite crappy. So we made a response video to it. It wasn't a response video as such. It was what she'd said to us in chat and all that, and to do with the video. It was a defense video and to tell the truth. We didn't show any of the comments or anything like that. It was an element. None of that, because we didn't want to embarrass her or anything like that, or just put any blame on anybody whatsoever at the time. We just defended the post. And she did another 2 videos on this sort of thing, or another 3, whatever, I don't know. We stopped it at that. We said, like, can't be about that. We was back to do another video and show all the proof. And Michael LVA Paul and I just said, well, forget it. It doesn't really matter. But it's, to this point, I haven't even spoke to her since that incident. And I went into Nathan's today and she starts like, as though we've been arguing all this time and all that stuff. Then you've got TB sticking up for her, old TB. See, it come to the point where I says, look, because she was driving me away from Nathan, I says, look, Paul, you're driving people away. And TB said, no, Paul, as is, you're driving people away. You and Flatsoid with your Mandela effect. And if people don't, nobody's interested in Mandela effect, and you don't like it, they're not interested, and you're kind of butthurt about that. I'm like, TB, what are you talking about? And he said, don't come in here. He says, why are you coming in here attacking people, PJ? I says, TB, go look at the top of the chart. I come in here and said, hello, Paula. That's the biggest attack I've ever done in someone, by greeting them. Hello, Paula. That's an attack. You know,
You get
mentioned anything, and I defended myself. I says, look, Paula, I did. She said about you call me a liar, and all. Says I never called you a prolific liar. We said you lied about that situation. Never said you were a liar. Now I'm telling you, Paula, you're a deceiver because you told me, you said in that chat just 10 minutes ago, or whatever, 20 minutes ago, don't gaslight me, PJ. You're the one gaslighting people. You're the one gaslighting people into trying to believe a scenario, a situation that never happened. It's beyond a joke, Paula. Just because you're quite elderly and you're quite mature in the scripture, you know what's being said in the scripture, but you're lying about it. You're lying about it. You make the scripture fit what you want, Paula. You do, because that's exactly what's happening. What you want to do, you want people to believe your narrative to do with us when it's totally not true. Paula, I have not spoken to you in 7 months. The first time I speak to you, the first thing you do is, oh, you call me a liar. No, I said hello, Paula. I said hello. You're the first one to start, Paula. I have never said, and she says, oh, God sees what you say in chat and all that about me. Yes, I don't talk about you, I don't talk about you in general, Paula. But yes, every now and again, the situation will come up. And I will
God
tell people
sees
about
that
it.
she's nothing but a nasty little liar, and that's the truth. And hold on a minute, right? Now I'm
Ooh,
going to say something.
ooh, what
I've
are you
kept
talking
my
about,
mouth
babe?
shut.
Hold on, babe. What are you talking about?
Paula,
Oh, right.
God
I thought
will
you were talking
see
about
that
someone
she's a
else.
nasty little liar. When
Yeah,
she's
well,
saying God
you
sees
tell it
what
from your you tell it from your side
I
from
will,
when.
right?
Right,
So
go
I
on.
was involved in this whole thing. I was in the chats with the lads and Paula. Paula was the one that went on and on and on about it for 2 days. People actually weren't replying to her because nobody wanted it to carry on. Nobody jumped on her. Nobody told her she couldn't be part of the channel because um, she didn't believe in Mandela. If anything, it was her saying she was leaving, and I said, "Don't be divided by one thing you don't agree on, when
Yeah.
there's so much more that you do." Then, anyway, she left. She left all the rooms. She left everything. Next, I know she's blocked all of us, me included, and I'd done nothing to this woman. I've kept my mouth shut for 7 months.
I don't even know if it's 7 months. It might be more. But
It
I
was
haven't
January. It
spoken.
was January.
Okay, well, I haven't spoken to her in 7 months either. You know what I mean? I
And
haven't spoken to that
during
situation.
during this time, this woman has
But
been going round running to Nathan, Neil,
TV,
TB.
obviously.
TB stands for tuberculosis. It's a disease. You really need to get that checked, TB. Um, Paula, you are a nasty. You are an evil little woman. You are sick in the head. You are lying about 3 men that have done nothing to you, nothing but love and respect you. And for 7, oh, no, nearly, oh, I'm good. For
Yeah,
7 months, you have been going round spinning your narrative of complete and utter bull, right? You pretend, oh, you can't pick on Paula. She's a little woman in her 60s. She's a Christian. Right, listen, right? This woman doesn't believe in Bible changes, but
she's
changes
allowed
it
to change
herself
herself. Mm.
to fit what she wants because women aren't meant to teach. It says it in the Bible. They're not meant to teach. She doesn't agree with that, so she changed it to suit her own narrative because that's what this vicious little dwarf does, right? Paula, you said everyone made a hit piece on you. You were the one that kept going and making videos, lying. You have lied for
We made
7
one
long
defense
months.
video. One defense video. We was going to put out all the evidence that showed how to lie, but we thought, no, don't want to embarrass her or anything like that. We still got
You,
the proof, but the thing is, we'll put that out, and she'll twist it in a way that it's got to say, listen, I'm not showing it. I'm the context. Taking that out of the context. There is no context. The context is what you say in it, Paula. We
as
were
a
all being
Christian
defensive.
woman, all you've done for 7 months is cause hate
And
between
this is the
people,
first time I've spoke to her since.
you supposedly loved as brothers in Christ.
Yeah.
You are a vile little woman, and I don't care if you're 60, 70, or 80, right? You are a liar, a barefaced, compulsive liar who has done nothing but lie for 7 months. to have Nathan, Neil, and all them lot. Oh, poor Paula, poor Paula. There ain't no poor Paula. Paula is a nasty little witch,
I
right?
mean, listen, even you, I was in the chat while I was saying it. I mean, I did get a little bit of back up by the common sense. I can't remember the rest of his name. Uncommon sense.
AUS.
He said something about being in QEs that Paula got him either timed out or kicked off or something for some reason. So she lied about him as well. And I seen her.
Her?
Oh, you talking about me? Uncommon. So obviously it's been happening, you know. Obviously.
Neil Constantina or whatever his name is, he's as bad. He just
Babe,
believes everything she
it's not,
says
babe,
and
it's not
causes
about
strife.
him. He does
No,
defend
but
that.
what I'm saying
No,
is he's
listen,
done that.
babe, it's not about him.
Well, look,
He does defend that, yes, but it's not about him. It's about Paula. You know what I mean?
the,
Not the
you
show.
know, yeah, but my
The rant
issue
about
is they've believed this woman because what? She's a little old lady. She's a Christian lady who changes the Bible herself.
Paula.
You are spinning your BS for people to take sides. You are a nasty, sad, angry, bitter old lady who needs to keep. Hold on. You need to keep my partners and my friends' names out of your mouth and go and talk to God about the lies you have been spreading about all these people that have done nothing to you.
Saying about she's saying about like stop or you don't try and gaslight me. What do you mean don't try and gaslight you, Paula? What I'm trying to get you to believe something against your own truth. No, Paula, you're the one that lied. I'm not. You're not going to. You know what happened. So how am I going to gaslight you? You're the one gaslighting everybody else. How can I gaslight you when you know the truth? How can I gaslight the person that it's meant to happen to? That's silly. You know what I mean?
You're not a victim, love. Stop playing one.
It's done my head in. It done my head in because I just went over to show my appreciation. I said hello. And TB says, well, about coming over and attacking people. Well, Paul, I say, stop attacking. Why are you coming over here attacking people? And then he
So
said
saying
that
hello is attacking people.
And then he said that about me and Flatsoid driving people away. And I was on about driving her away from, I think it's about Portugal. I'm not sure. I think so. Anyway, enough of the rant. I'm not going into any more of it because it could go on forever. I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't nothing to do. I have not made videos on you at all. No videos on you at all. I've hardly made a Mandela video in a while, so it's nothing to do with the Mandela TV.
Just stop spreading your lies, Paula. It's not hard.
It's not. I mean, especially when I've never spoken to her in this whole time. And as soon as I say hello, that's it. I said hello. You know what I mean? It just annoyed me, guys, because I was in there just out of gratitude. You know what I mean? To Nathan Oakley for plugging my channel. You know, and it's enough. It's enough. I've asked Michael if we can put out the proof now. You know what I mean? Because we all decided not to do it. So I've texted him. He probably won't see it for a little while because he's working with Tinfoil Hat Man at the minute. So he probably won't see it. But I've asked him if we could just look. Can we just get this and do it? But the thing is, even if we do, it's not good. People are still going to be on our side. People are still going to say that we lied. You know what I mean? When she knows the actual truth, you know. And there's 3 of us against 1 of her. You know. How does that say? Do you know what I mean? That it says bring 3. It says bring 2 others with you. You know what I mean? It's just wow. People just
little lady.
You do that. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys, for the rant. It's just done my head a little bit. I shouldn't really rant to this point, but it just got on my head, on my nerves. But anyway, today's video, I just thought I'd. Oh, it's apparently an investigation from Tyler Oliveira. He says he went to a country that completely legalized all drugs. I didn't know there was a country like that, but Ian Hendry said in chat with question marks next to it, Portugal. And when I played it for a couple of seconds to see if the download worked, they did mention Portugal. I'm sure it did. But it also mentioned Oregon as well. But I think that was for a comparison. I don't know if it was Oregon. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, we'll get into it, see what it says. Yeah, just interested. What's that? Anyone denying the Mandela effect now is a fool. Yes, absolutely, Mr. Sidewinder. But that was Miss TB's point to me. Says, yeah, you and Flatsoid are driving people. Me personally and Flatsoid are driving people away because people don't want to know about the Mandela, and we're butthurt because we're pushing it and stuff like that. Wow. How often does Flats talk about the Mandela? How often do I talk about it? Yes, I've got a couple of videos on it, but have you ever seen me with a full live on a Mandela? No. Flats has had one full live, two full lives maybe. The first one was when Paula, that first night that it happened, then another one after that. That's it. Wow. Yes, absolutely barren. Without a
I'm
doubt.
just sick of it now. Like 7 months and I'm done.
Because I loved the woman as a mentor in a way. I mean, there was a few things I didn't agree with her view on Paul saying about women shouldn't be teaching in the church, and she twisted that round to saying no, that was just I don't know, was a cultural thing, or that's not actually what Paul was actually saying. If you look at it properly, if you look under the blog and dig under the words and all that and look at it properly and stick your head under there and that, then you'll see it properly. That's what it's that's just ridiculous. Sorry, just a stupid analogy. Anyway, I'll get this video up, otherwise I'll just keep writing. Oh, what am I doing? I pressed invite instead. Silly man. Video file. Oh, sorry, I never put link in chat if anybody wants to come in chat.
I put it in.
They'll do it. I know. Yeah, I know, but it's not pinned. Where is it? I'll pin it. I'll pin it up. So I investigated the country that legalized all drugs. That's what it be.
Portland, Oregon, the city that decriminalized every.
I did say Oregon, Portland, Oregon, but I don't think it's obviously not a country. So
no, Glenn said Oregon. It's Oregon.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's not about Oregon. It's because that's not a country, obviously. But I'm saying it did. You probably used it as an equating thing, as an equivalent thing,
Well, I do remember it saying Portugal.
Yeah, it did. It started. Hold on, I'll wind it back. That was probably 2 seconds in.
No, it's because I roboted.
Oh, is it? Okay, but I'll
Yeah.
still. Hold on, what am I trying to do? Pin message. Is that the one with the link? Yeah. Is that the one maybe you put up?
I only put one link in.
All right, so the one I've just pinned, the one that says Miss Mud Queen Bee at the top. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Go straight back, and let's hold on, we'll go this way. Yeah, let's do that again, because I don't think there'll be many subtitles on that. We should be okay. Yeah. Again, babe, same goes. Just shout stop.
I mute myself because I keep roboting.
No, but shout stop. But what do you mean? Well, but the thing is, what do you mean you keep roboting? We don't hear that. It's only you who hears it.
I know, but if I say something, it's going to come through roboting.
Well, I haven't had your robot at all yet.
Okay.
You don't have to. Yeah, you can mute if you want, but you don't have to. Anyway, let's go. Just shout stop.
This is Portland, Oregon, the city that decriminalized every drug. And this is Portugal, the country that.
Oh, sorry, Ian. Before I start properly, you said after you mentioned Portugal, you said, "Have I seen Germany?" What do you mean by "have I seen Germany"? Was that what do you mean? Have I been to Germany? Have I seen Germany? A movie called Germany or a documentary about Germany? I didn't know what you meant, Ian. Not sure. Let me know.
Ian's Scottish, isn't he?
Aye.
Can I just say, football's coming home.
Football.
England all the way. Just to
Football.
annoy my Scottish friends.
Yeah, but the thing is, we haven't even in it. So why is it got to bother us?
No, because all I've seen is horrible comments from Scottish people saying, I hope that England lose and that.
That's joke comments now, babe.
Well, I don't care.
There's not much animosity between the English and the Scottish now. It's not like it used to be. Not like it used to be. You assassinate, bastard.
No, but a lot of people still are like that.
Shut up, you assassinate.
Oh, he's English.
Oh, okay. I thought you were Scottish, but well, he obviously came for his speaking a bit. But he speaks Scottish anyway.
Aye, you better have been hoping England got through.
So you're English in Scotland, but Chilling is from, where's he from? But he's in Scotland, but he's not Scottish. So who's
No,
the
Chilling is Scottish, I think.
Scottish one? Is Barry Scottish? No, he's
No,
American.
we had
We
this
did this last
night.
night, didn't we? We did it last night, yeah. And it's because I see the name Ross, and to me, Ross is a Scottish name. It's definitely a Scottish name, Ross. Without a doubt, Ross is Scottish, and Barry as well. I'm joking. Comes from Bartholomew originally. My sister was called Barry. It's weird because I'm used to Barry is a boy's name. Yes, it is. But when I was a kid, I always thought it was a girl's name because my sister's called Barry with an IE. But Barry to me was always a girl's name because it was my sister. I was called Barry, my older sister, my youngest of my older sisters. You know what I mean?
Glenn, don't apologise. I am with it half the time. I live in my own little world.
Oh, don't be silly about that, Glenn.
I ain't gonna. To be fair, the other night when I went into subs chat and loads of people were saying hi to me, and I couldn't even reply to them all, and I felt awful.
So you know, Vicky's been here a little while. I've been here like a good, well, on Flats has been for about 2 years, 2.5 years on lives, but I've been on his channel for the 2 years before that, and I've most of the people in chat like I've seen from way back 2019 and 2020 from Ranty's and Brandon's, like Jeff Gasshead and people like that, and Vicky knows she's all better than I do.
About a year next month since I first was in chat or anything.
It's because you're always in chat and you're always I mean, when I was a moderator, obviously I was in chat more, but I was still flicking between panel and going, do you know what I mean, until I got the equipment. So you've been constantly in that chat, so you know you're getting to know people better, do you know what I mean? So, and I only see the chat now and again when I'm looking that way, because between two screens. So it's, you tell me more about the people in chat that I've known longer than you than I know. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's good. It's good.
I like it.
Transformed. What's this in? Is that
German cannabis legalization?
It won't give me it back. Who put that in? Barry.
Ian.
Oh, Ian. Why wouldn't it let me see it? It says 404 for me. It won't let me get it. It says transform. Hold on. What's it say? The page you're looking for cannot be found. Transform drug post. Yeah, it's a 404 to me. Wonder why it's not letting me. Unless it's now broadband not letting me.
No, it did it to me as well.
Yeah, but you're now broadband as well.
I know.
Hey, KV, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. This is one of your videos again, dude. Caveman cannabis. Nice. They're liking it. Excellent, dude. Let's like that. Let's go. Let's go, man. Loving it. Excellent. Right, cool. Anyway, let's go on. Sorry, I've gone into too much. I think it is Portugal, like.
Also decriminalized every drug, but with insanely different results. What is the difference between Portugal's decriminalization and Portland's?
Well, the idea.
There you go, Portugal. Right? So Portland decriminalized it as well. What, all drugs? Really?
Is legalize all drugs.
Why has Portugal had great success while Portland has failed?
Today, 2024, it's in people's faces.
Over the last year, I've documented the deadliest drug in human history, fentanyl, infiltrate nearly every major city in America from Honolulu, Hawaii, to Anchorage, Alaska, to Kensington, Philadelphia, with drug overdose becoming the #1 cause of death for Americans under the age of 40 in 37 states.
In the last 3 years, I've seen well over 200 people that I know personally die from fentanyl overdose. And it's almost everybody I know.
Yeah, now you're.
Well, obviously America's a bigger place, so he's got to see more people die. But I get that. I mean, it was at one point in the 90s to the early 2000s in Scotland. I've seen a good few of my mates die in the same year. And then and I was from a small fishing town. If I was there, yes, I was saying something. What?
I just read a bit of what a link Ian put in. It's an news article.
Okay.
New rules in Germany: over 18s can possess up to 24 grams of cannabis in public.
That's what
Adults can grow up to 3 plants per household, but people won't be allowed to smoke joints within sight of schools, sports centre, or pedestrian zones.
Well, that makes
between
sense.
7 a.m. and 8 p.m.
Oh, that makes sense. But
you have to live in Germany.
Of course, I mean decriminalization, legalization of cannabis, fine. But when it comes to heroin, no. I still don't think it should be legal. Even though I was a heroin addict myself, it just means there'll be more tax in it, and and your addicts are you're still going to have a black market for cheaper drugs. So your addicts are still going to go to the people with the cheaper, to the black market for it. You know, they've got to go to the dealers. That's how I see it, and they're still going to end up dying. It might sound like a good thing to legalize something like that, but no, I don't think it should be. And like I say, I was on enough heroin, heroin and crack, but heroin especially since I was 16. I started using a needle, but 18 I started using heroin. So from the age of 18, and I'm 48 now. That's 30 years later, but I haven't. So since 2019, which was five years ago. So since I was 42, because I've just turned 48. Since I was 42, don't know my point.
You done good though.
Yeah, I don't know my point. I don't know what I was getting to. But anyway, what this guy was saying about the people dying, seen like 200 people. Yeah, obviously it's a bigger place, but yeah, in the 90s, early 2000s, a few of my mates died, or people I knew, and then other people that you knew through associates died as well. Got a good few, and I'm from a small fishing town, so yeah, by ratio, it's probably about the same. Would it be ratio? Yeah, I suppose it would. A ratio, I suppose it would be the same. Same amount, really. But it's mad. It's an epidemic, and it's not going to get any better. It's getting worse. And legalizing them, it's not going to make a difference. It might make it legal, but then you're going to have to buy the drugs from the legal side of the fence. You know what I mean? Go to your retailers or whatever the dispensaries or whatever it's doing it. You still, like I say, you still got to have your black market. You still got to have your black market for it. So you still got to be getting unclean drugs that can make you undead. You know what I mean? And it'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper because the tax stuff, the legal stuff, will be taxed, obviously. So it's not going to change a thing. It's not going to change.
Look at alcohol and cigarettes over here. Alcohol kills probably a lot more people than smoking, and yet they're trying to ban smoking, but they won't even think of banning alcohol. And to me, they're both, you know, you can die from both, but alcohol, being addicted to alcohol is a lot different to being addicted to nicotine.
Well, aye, it is, absolutely. But yeah,
but they
I don't know the reasoning, but I don't know the reasoning behind legalizing it, and just wait and see. And surely it'll come up with that reason. Because I didn't know. I mean, I knew obviously there was a few things legalized over certain countries and all that, but didn't know that all drugs were legalized no matter what. Yeah, wow.
Son is fucking ODing in high school, 100%. Dead as shit, right?
Is he alive right now? Potential overdose. What can be done to stop this overdose epidemic? In 2020, Oregon passed Measure 110, decriminalizing the use and possession of all drugs, hoping it would help drug addicts feel more comfortable seeking treatment rather than hiding their drug addiction in the shadows in fear of being incarcerated. But in 2024, drug use and possession has been recriminalized and will take effect this September, initially taking inspiration from the
recriminalized. So how long was it decriminalized for? So it wasn't made legal, it was just decriminalized. What year did he say that, babe? It was decriminalised, that? Babe? You're on mute. Babe? Oh, you're obviously not near the phone. Okay.
Drug policy in Portugal, who claims to have solved their drug issues with decriminalization as a key part of their strategy, has made me wonder if there's something else Oregon's experiment was missing besides just decriminalizing drugs.
Nearly 4 years after Oregonians voted to decriminalize hard drugs, the move has ignited controversy. All sides admit something isn't working. The question is, what now?
Like, if you die in public, you should have to go to recovery. Like,
What do you got for sale? MDMA?
I thought you bullshit.
Sorry, did you want me?
and make you lose your mind.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah, what was that? What was that?
Went in the kitchen.
Okay. I was just asking if you knew what year that was. I didn't, because the
Sorry.
year that they decriminalized it, because in Oregon they decriminalized it in a certain year and then recriminalized it in 2024. In 2024, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, because it wasn't working. Just what I said. It's not going. Remember, I said it's not going to work, but it wasn't legalized. It was decriminalized, which made it like, you know what I mean. You wouldn't get arrested for it if you got it in the street, that type of thing. And they thought it would make addicts more comfortable with going to seeking help and going to rehab and stuff like that. And then it just got just as bad, or it got worse. So they had to recriminalized it. Well, I wonder if that was just some kind of test, some kind of, I can't say. Well, I can say experiment because it's not scientific. You know what I mean? But I can say it's experiment as long as it's not a scientific experiment. It
I'm
must
just
have been.
going to make coffee, so I'm muting myself.
All right. I'm going to heat my coffee up. So I'll put this in play, guys. It'll only take me 30 seconds to heat it up. I'll hear what's going on anyway. But we've got something to say then. It's probably best I'll leave it to play for a bit anyway.
it's bad for health, man.
Oh man, I'm talking about like there's volcanic activity and stuff like that, and earthquakes.
Before I go to Amsterdam and Portugal to see what Oregon may have been missing and what the United States can learn, I went back to Portland to see what the locals and drug addicts think about recriminalizing the use and possession of these drugs. Let's talk to the public here, see what they think. As you can see right behind me.
I don't like seeing people running around smoking their tinfoil and
right here. Is this a common occurrence?
Oh, every day. Incredible. I've been
feel absolutely wonderful at all times, 150 times more comfortable.
Got it.
And I'm an old hippie, we used to get stoned and everything like that, but we were respectful.
people are doing it in a specific way where, like, look at that. Okay. It's getting to a point where it's like you can do whatever you want to do, but at the end of the day, we still over here working hard to get it. We all can be homeless. We all could be on these kind of things, but at the end of the day, we choose to get out and walk a certain way and carry ourselves. We all have the capabilities to be less than, but we're choosing, like, we're having a conversation, we're dressed a certain way.
It basically gave open rein for everybody to just do dope. I'm not saying prison or jail is an alternative or is the best solution. I don't know what the best solution is.
How has the open air drug use impacted your business, if at all?
People don't feel safe. People coming here, for example, like tourists, may think, oh, I'm not safe here. But I do feel like, like a lot cleaner here than a few years back. Like you would see feces on the ground.
When did you notice that change, if at all?
Since last year.
I think there are people who have straightened out their lives because of maybe a rude awakening that incarceration presented in their lives, but I know that it's a revolving door. I would rather see other approaches tried.
Do you think Portland had enough time to see the results that they were intending?
No, and I also think we're such a political hotbed, both just locally and nationally, that the atmosphere isn't appropriate for it. I think there's just too many ulterior motives. There's a lot of money to be made in the justice and criminal systems, as well as like the recovery systems, and like our culture is another variable that's not always perfectly transferable to a place like Europe either.
Do you think it's a good thing to be able to use drugs in public and not be charged? No?
No, hell no. To be honest, there's just smells like
I think it exacerbated it.
Smells like shit, is that what he said? Nice. Oh, so I take it he's like interviewing people in Oregon first before he goes over to Portugal. Got you. I mean, like I say, I don't really like this dude. It's only the fact that it's to do with an interesting topic. I think Tyler, he probably didn't do any of his research. He probably just did this. Got a list of questions or interview questions or a little script for the day. I don't think he does any of his own research. I don't think. I mean, he maybe does, but I don't think the type of person he is. I don't think he does. Especially after that flat Earth hit piece he did, that was beyond a joke, awful. So maybe I'm biased against him because of that. But and I also think he's condescending. He just takes the piss out of the people. I mean, you just seen him say that earlier, saying about you seen him getting chased by a guy who says, "What you got for sale? MDMA, MDMA." Well, you don't say that, shout that out to people in the street. You don't shout that. Even if he was a dealer, you don't shout that out. Wow, what?
I think
if he'd done his research, he would know not to do that.
As somebody who's been homeless, I can see why these people aren't.
Bless Jeff.
Getting. Bye, Jeff. Why these people are still taking drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because being homeless is awful.
Oh, of course it is.
And being an addict's horrendous. So, but I don't know about there, but over here, we need more rehabs for people that want to get clean and sober. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I went to Christian rehab. The second one I went to, Battelle. I dare say there's good Battelles in UK, but the one I went to was kind of cultish. I mean, that was that particular one. But Battelle in general is probably okay. Team Challenge, originally I went to in 2003. They are charismatic for Christians, like falling on the ground, that kind of thing. Apart from that, that's where I got my good teachings of Christianity from. I mean, I'd become a Christian before. Well, I dabbled with Christianity before that. From age of 19, I was 27 when I went in that rehab. But yeah, as much as they were cultish, not cultish. That one, sorry. As much as they were charismatic, it was a good place. It was a good place. And I was gone for a year and a half. I was gone for 18 months. I don't think these 4-week or 8-week or even 3-month, 12-week rehabs, detox centers are any good. They might work for some people, but in general it doesn't. You just get detox, stay clean for a couple of weeks. But you're not ready to go out there. You have to stay away for a while. Be secluded even within that people. And I'm glad it was within a Christian people, and I wasn't allowed out without accompaniment or anything like that. I was glad of that, to be honest, because otherwise it's accountability. Because you go out on your own, you got to go and take drugs, especially when you're going through it. You're going through it and you're trying to come off of it. You need to be away. You need to be away for a while. You can get off the drugs. That's the easy part, even though it's not easy, but it's the easy part. You have to stay away.
Alcoholic.
Staying off it. You have to stay away. So be coming home or just going straight out after a few weeks. Yeah, you might be clean, you might feel good and all that, but you haven't built up enough what is it? What's the word that keeps you backed off? It's just staying power, maybe, but that's not the word I was looking for. It'll come to me later.
But what about the support?
You haven't built that up yet. You need to stay away and build up your strength to be able to do that, and build up your own guarantee, and you're guaranteeing your own head that you ain't going to do it.
But you have to want to do it. It's a massive thing. For me, like, I had so many people telling me to stop drinking and do this and that, and for me it wasn't, and it was just one day I woke up and I was like, I either go and buy a bottle of cider or I go to my doctor's appointment. And I went to the doctor's appointment and I was rattling for a drink. I was being sick and everything. And if it wasn't for that, they gave me tablets I had to take every 4 hours. It stopped the rattle. So for me, it must have been something clicked in my head and was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to do it. But you have to want it. And if you don't want it, you're not going to stay Do you know what I mean?
That's it. I was just checking to see how many people's here, and I looked down. It still said one waiting. I'm like, what? What's mean one waiting? It just hadn't changed from earlier on. Yes, Glenn, you've got to take control of it. You versus it. You've got to end up hating it. You've got to hate what, because that was my problem. At one point, I didn't hate the drug. I hate what it did to me and what it did to people around about me, and to my family and all that. I hated the situations it developed and stuff like that through it. But I didn't hate the drug itself. I liked the feeling. I just hated what it did. I didn't hate the drug itself, and I think you have to come to try and hate the drug. Even now, when I think, even though I haven't touched it, I don't hate it now. I just hate every situation to do with it. But when you're going through it and you're coming off it, you've got to hate that drug, sort of thing. And the only reason I don't hate it now is because I don't like to use the word hate. That's it. I mean, yeah, you've got to hate everything it does and take control. But taking control, it does mean like going, even if you have to lock yourself away somehow. But whatever. I went to Christian rehab. It was good for me, and we do need more of them. That was my point, because of what you were saying about more rehabs, babe.
We do need more, and we need more counselling services, because all these people are doing it to numb something.
Aye, absolutely. I mean, there is the people who just took drugs because just say they got into stardom and nothing to do with their past. They got into stardom and they took drugs due to that. But yes, you get that. But people like us, it's usually there's a source. Do you know what I mean? There's a root source, a root cause, and a root source. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even if there wasn't a root source as to why it ended up that way, they're still blanking out life and.
Of course, because that problem. I'm just saying it's not always in the past. It could be what's going on there, like the situation now. It might not always be developed from childhood. It might, or whatever. It could develop from where they are in their career. Then, you know what I mean? Hence, so they're blocking out what's going on in their career.
I remember someone saying to me years ago, "You don't look like an alcoholic," and I went, "Well, what does an alcoholic look like?"
Well, that's true, Mr. Super Sidewind. If you could stop the flood of drugs, then you wouldn't need rehabs. Absolutely, but it's not going to happen, is it? Because the government stick the drugs out there as well. They arrest you for it. They put you in jail for it, but they stick it out there again. You know what I mean? The police do that. The police do that.
I think it's just a vicious cycle.
I know people do that. I know they do this. It's just ridiculous. Never got to get rid of it. It would be in an ideal world, this book. In an ideal world. Well, I'm free to choose. It sounds a bit progressive now when I hear that song. Ugh, yuck.
And wean you off on pharmaceutical drugs, win-win.
Exactly.
More money in their pocket.
Win-win, exactly, dude. And I'm still on pharmaceuticals. You know what I mean? Exactly, win-win, dude. Win-win.
Yeah.
Crazy. Right, let's carry on. It's quite a long video.
I think that it just made it a lot. You started seeing more of it everywhere. Instead of being something people did, behind closed doors, it was out in the open. We were enabling and even promoting drug use. They could go to a number of...
Yeah, it's 57 minutes, so I maybe better not talk as much.
different organizations, and get clean needles. And I understand the reasoning behind that. Sure. Clean needles, crack pipes, whatever you wanted, they'd hand it to you, but they weren't really giving them resources. Like, this is...
Without a doubt, Glenn, without a doubt, he said the shadow government facilitates drug manufacturing and distribution to raise funds for its shadow missions. Yep. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. It's circulated through them. Without a doubt, man. They're the ones that first put it out there in the first place.
Where you can go.
In the 60s and the 70s, Well, I mean, when it became huge, they were pumping it out there.
If you want to get clean, they weren't trying to help them get their lives back together so that they could have a good life and a quality of life. They were just enabling their drug use.
Afternoon, Roger. How are you doing, sir?
Roger, you rock.
Roger. Yeah, if you listen to the start of the
Hokey cokey, Rog.
the stream, you'll hear us having a rant about Paula. I went over to Nathan's and it all started with Paula from me saying hello. I'm not going to go into a rant about it again, but you can go back and watch it.
There needs to be consequences. If there's no consequences, then people are going to do whatever they want.
The link is at the top. Miss Boyd put it up there.
Ryan.
Is it dirtier or more clean in the last month out here in Portland?
Man, with us, with Central City concern out here, it's cleaner.
And I just noticed this syringe drop box right there. Do you have to empty those?
Man, I got a syringe drop.
All right, Ryan, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Hello.
Morning. Good to see you.
Oh,
Yeah, he was live. That was at 2:00. It was at 2:00. That was 2 hours ago now. Sorry, I'm saying it was like 2 minutes ago. It was at 2:00 for me, so it was 2 hours ago. Babe, I'm just going to take your spanner away so I can give you the other spanner because it won't give me that option right now unless I take it away. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
Hey, hold on, let me just see. Remove.
Why
it just gives me remove. So I'm gonna have to remove it. Right, I've removed your spanner. Add as moderator and give you managing moderator.
Ooh.
But that means you can time out people with spanners, but don't.
Ooh.
Don't. I just want to know what it does. Actually, like go
on
into like,
your spanners.
Just no, you can't, you weirdo. Just go and like Roger's name and see what options it gives you. See if you can like time out. No, obviously, don't do it, but just see if you can time him out as another moderator.
I want time.
You can't as a moderator in general, but if you've got a managing spanner, you probably can. But don't, obviously.
Oh, I can.
So you can time out. So what other options have you got? I just want to know. Because I don't know. I've never had a managing spanner except from being on the channel, obviously.
Just I can put them in a timeout by the look of it.
Right. You got no other options in general.
Report, remove. No.
No, it's just, I suppose it's you got, okay. But don't. It's just because
not going to.
I just know, like said, because you've seen some of the ones come in that are not necessarily like real people or that
I can't take their spanners though.
You can't what?
Don't think I can take their spanners though.
No, of course you can't. It's a managing moderator. You're a managing moderator, not a bloody creating moderator. You're not the channel's creator. Of course, you can't take the spanners. You could time out a moderator, can't you?
Yeah. Yes, I can time people out.
But don't. No, but I mean moderators as well. It's just because you kept whinging about not having a moderator.
I'm going to put you in timeout.
No, but
I'm going to put you in timeout.
You kept whinging that you didn't have a managerial spanner. I'm like, oh, there you go.
I can solve everyone
Don't.
out.
No, but I want to know, like, when you next time, like on here, if you go to time out someone that hasn't got a spanner, I want to know if you've got any other different options. No, different options. Because I've never seen a managerial spanner before.
Ian said he needs 5 minutes.
He needs 5 minutes. Don't say that. She'll put you out for 10.
Give me 5 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Oh, no.
Just don't do it. It's just.
I'm not
for the sake
going
that you've
to.
got it, you know what I mean? Here, Roger, again.
Talk yourself out in a minute.
Okay, like what happens if you put it over my name? Can you time me out there?
Well, probably not now because it's your channel.
Anyway, I'm playing this. It's quite long.
Play.
Box right here.
Do people even use those, or do they just throw them on the ground?
I don't know. Okay. I know that people do throw them on the ground, though. But they do a lot of, man, people look at these people like they like animals and shit, man, it's not true.
Dave, type in the chat. I want to see if your spanner looks any different from everybody else's. I want to see if there's any difference. Just type something in the chat.
I just did.
Oh, did you? Where?
I can time everybody out.
Oh, where was that?
Above Ian.
Oh, so it doesn't look any different. Oh, no, it doesn't look any different. I thought it might have given you like a different color spanner or I don't know, with a might have had a star next to it or a stripe, you know, like a Lance Corporal or General or something.
Nothing that fancy, guys.
Nothing that fancy, just the name only, babe.
It's all right.
True, because a lot of them actually do have a little pride, man, as human beings, you know.
Bars. Now we're a needle on the ground.
Yeah, Roger, if you want to say something, just give us a shout. Yeah.
You'd go.
I will.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Boom! Needle fumble.
I get no. She wanted the white gold. She wanted the white golden wrench.
Oh.
The platinum looking one.
Yeah.
Got
Diamond
that
studded
diamond
wrench.
in the crusted in it.
Like.
Oh, this is happening everywhere, right?
It is.
Philly, Kensington, you seen Skid Row and shit, man. No, but today, 2024, it's in people's faces. Before they were able to point, right? Oh, look at all these drug addicts. Yeah, now your son is ODing in high school, 100%. Dead as shit, right?
When you tell people that, oh, hey, you know what? Yeah, you can go and shoot up on the street corner. Here's a foil, here's needle. Well, what just happened to all of our businesses that were here? I was born and raised here.
That's very understandable for people from that side of it. Yes, me as a drug addict, ex-drug addict, can sympathise with the people in the streets taking drugs. Because I remember having to look around places so like get under this bush or get behind this wall or in this toilet or whatever, having to find a place to do it. You couldn't do it in the street. So being allowed to do it on the street, I understand the convenience of it. But we never think about the businesses and things like that. It doesn't
Not
look
just
good at all.
that.
It doesn't
What
look
if you
good
had
at all.
a kid
I know.
and a kid picked up a wrapper thinking it was a sweet or something?
I know, exactly.
Like, it's dangerous.
That is it. I mean, I dare say they would have had to try and adhere to some kind of not strict guidelines, like, oh, if you're doing this in the street, then take your foil, put it here, get your needles, put it in a sin bin. You know what I mean? All that kind of thing. Right. We don't. That's what I'm saying. I can sympathise with, but it's. Oh, you're robot in, Roger.
Am I a robot?
Not now.
Is it better?
It's better. Go on. Roger? Oh, you phased out then.
All the time.
Oh, you phased. Say that again because you went away for a second. Oh no, you're coming in and out, Roger. You're in and out.
Okay, hold on. I'll jump in and jump out.
All right, dude. I'll wait.
It's a tourism.
I feel like if they want to do it in their house, they should do it in their house, not here. Yeah, as long as it's not on my bus.
So let me ask you, on this bus, do you have people often walk in doing drugs?
No, they light up on the bus.
Do you have to do anything about it? Can you do anything?
We shut the bus down for 20 minutes.
Yeah? Does
Let it air
that
out.
vastly impede and slow down the flow of bus traffic in the city?
Yes, takes me out of service.
It happens daily. Matter of fact, when I left my apartment this morning and I was heading to go to an appointment, there's a guy, pants down, missing.
Yeah, that's the other side of it. That wasted that your pants are down, you stop, you're having a pee in the corner, you know what I mean, your pants fall down, you fall asleep, gouged out and all that, or you're on you're on Mamba, and you're just totally tripped out and just standing up, but you're just bending over because that's what that stuff does to you. Because it's actually a synthetic fish tranquilizer. Synthetic, which is used to transport fish. Because fish don't like being transported, so it's to settle down fish. It's synthetic, and people are putting this in their bodies. And that's the point. People, they do that, gouge out, the willies hanging out, butts hanging out, then there's kids walking past. So you could see me as a drug addict can sympathise and understand that they wanted a place like this, but again, the general public, kids, people are walking by. Kids don't want to see that. Kids can't be seeing that. In fact, if any mum and dad's got to beat the crap, it's got to cause more trouble because you're walking past with your kids. Some mum and dad would beat the crap of that person for being gouged out naked on the floor. So legalising it or decriminalising it in that way probably caused a bit more trouble. Sorry, babe, carry on.
I seen a bloke on a bus in Cov once at the hospital at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and he was out of it. Like, and he was stood up, and you could see his butt, and he peed himself on the bus, and people were still getting on the bus.
Mm.
And in the end, the bus driver had to kick them all off, and he shut the door and took the bloke to the police station. But that was 10 o'clock in the morning, and he peed, and his butt was out and everything. It was awful.
It's crazy. It's crazy. We see it all over the place. But Glenn, PJ, have you watched videos
What
of
was that?
streets in Kensington? It's disgusting, and even worse to see society functioning around it as if it doesn't matter. I haven't, but I think I know the type of docu or whatever you're on about, and I'm going to have to check that out. Videos of streets in Kensington. I'll check that out, streets in Kensington, and see what it's saying. I'll just say, like, type in sort of like drugs, streets in Kensington sort of thing. Sorry, Roger. I did hear.
That was Ryan.
I did hear Ryan. I said, because I was getting Roger in. I was saying, because Roger was backstage. I was saying, I was about to say, Ryan, I did hear you about to talk, but you roboted out.
I was making it funny. That's all. I was making a joke. That's all.
Oh, okay. Right, Roger.
Obviously, it didn't land right. So.
Yeah, got you.
I didn't hear it.
Didn't land right. Roger, on you go. What was you going to say before you popped out?
Yeah, we have problems at like Walmart in our family restaurant. People will go in there and cook up, and they'll leave their paraphernalia behind. Yeah,
that's it.
So it's a regular thing, dude.
That's the other side of it. We don't see that side of people, even with good intentions. People on drugs with good intentions, like, yeah, I'll pick up my stuff, put it away, and all that. Some of them get out and forget, and then the needle's left on the floor, the foil's left on the floor. They're left on the floor. And when they get up, it's like they walk off, and it's like they didn't realize they left that behind. So even the ones with good intentions, I've done it myself. Because I always try to be safe, you know.
I would like to know, though, what's the distribution rate of Narcan in that area?
Oh,
Because you've got addicts all over the streets. Are they giving the public walking around with Narcan? Is there places where the public can get Narcan if needed?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm just looking at Roger's aeroplanes. I'm seeing what they are. What type of airplane is that? Both of them. Roger.
I'm not really sure. I just picked a picture up offline the other day.
Okay.
The bottom one looks like a P-51.
A P-51?
Probably is.
The bottom one looks like a Mustang, but I'm not sure.
A Mustang. Okay. It kind of looks like a Mustang car. The top one.
Well, that's what they made the car to look like.
Is that why? It really does look like a Mustang.
I don't know. I was just saying.
But it really does look like a Mustang. I find it. Obviously, the bonnet or the hood, as you would say, looks a lot longer. But that looks like a Mustang to me, like a 1969 Mustang.
Kind of.
Yeah, I think so. I like Mustangs. Not that I've ever drove one, but I like Mustangs. What they look like. The top one is really
I've driven one.
I can't drive. I can't drive.
Glenn said.
Hey, PJ. We call them Mustangs, not Mustangs. I'm a Camaro man, dude.
Well, dude, I like what a Camaro looks like as well.
Firebird man.
Camaro, Dodge Charger. I love it. I love all the American muscle, man. Love American muscle. I know they're good at speed, but they're crap at turning, isn't they? And handling. But I love what they look like. The cars that you manhandle. You know what I mean? But I need to learn to drive to be able to manhandle one though. I could drive in my head, and I've drove up to second gear, but I've never reversed a car. I've never turned around the corner of a car. I've just gone straight. You know, that's it. I give
the only thing I've driven.
What? You've only driven a car straight.
I've only driven a car straight. I've never
driven over a straight
line.
When my sister was giving me lessons, I've driven a car straight and then reversed back. That's it. I've never gone around the corner or anything.
Good Lord.
Is that hard to
You need to come to America.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know.
What do
I
you
can
do?
drive.
Walk everywhere or what?
Well, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we walk in Britain or get
What? You
buses
got to
or
remember,
taxis.
things are a bit closer here. You're in a wider, expansive place. But, of course, if I could get yes, most people have cars. It's just throughout my life I've been a drug addict. So every time I've been to go and do it, it just doesn't happen. I know I could drive. In my head, I can drive, and I know I'm quite capable of driving. And
A lot of people
I
don't
just
have the
haven't done.
need
I
to
just haven't done
drive.
it. You know. Yeah, and you've got to pass. It's a whole rigmarole to pass your test here as well. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's bad.
You mean you've got to take a certain amount of lessons and everything, and you've got to pay for these lessons, and then as well, like if you could drive, you could just go and take the test. I don't think we can.
I took my driving test in
No.
Missouri, where I was born, and I got a 98% on the written, and I got a 96 on the driving test.
Perfect, man. See,
And I didn't study. We've
got hazard awareness. We've got hazard awareness, practical, theory. What's the other one?
Hazard awareness.
I just said that. So that's it. So hazard awareness, practical, theory.
You have to know. You have to know like about.
Your signs and all that comes under your theory.
Yeah.
Signs and all that. But no, I've just throughout my life, dude, I've just never done it because of drugs. I've always been a drug addict, or going into rehab, or just doing other things. Other things got in my way. I just never did it. I've got my provisional to go and learn, even though it's out of date now. I need to go and get it updated again. But yeah, just never done it, dude. I never done it. My brother, he's only 2 years younger than me. He's only just passed the test 3 years ago. But yeah, I will do it. I'm 48. I want to get it done by I'm 50. I've been off drugs a good few years now. So I mean, all the other times I've made milestones to do it, I've always messed them up because of drugs and that. Now I've been off drugs for like 5-6 years. I can now make them milestones, I think. I don't know. I'll do it. I will do it.
And
but yeah,
like I said,
why do you have the electric scooter, dude? Yeah, go on, Roger. You keep phasing in and out, I think. But you are talking, I think. Roger? Yeah, no, we can't hear you, Roger.
Did you see Glenn's comment about can't bring toothpaste on
I was
an
about
airplane?
to read it, but then I got diverted. I can't bring toothpaste on an airplane, but these drugs in Kensington is not
a problem.
All right. Well, what
the F is?
Am I missing here?
I
can't bring toothpaste on an airplane, but these.
Well, you can't. There's certain things you can't.
Oh
take
yeah,
on
you
an
can't
airplane.
bring toothpaste on an airplane, but yeah, exactly.
But they
dude.
can sit and do drugs.
Sorry, dude. I thought what you were trying to say. I thought because I was thinking of drugs, I thought you were on about because I wasn't reading it rightly. I thought you were on about drugs in your toothpaste sort of thing. Sorry, I was trying to put something that wasn't happening. Sorry, dude. I get it. It's just the way I read it. I read it wrongly. But yeah, no, exactly, dude. What is it coming to? But no, that's why I've got an electric scooter because I don't go far anyway. To be honest, right.
Sorry about that, guys. I keep losing signal.
That's
I'll
right.
just step out. And
All right, Rod.
this isn't where I'm at in the house.
Have you ever ridden a go-kart?
Have I ever what? Ridden a go-kart? No.
Yeah, I have.
I haven't.
What?
I have a
Come
go-kart.
on. All right, dude. You know what? Tell you what we're gonna do next year for your birthday.
No.
You're gonna come out and visit me, and I'm gonna take you, and you're gonna learn how to drive.
Right, cool. Well, I'll have to get a passport then, man. That means I'll get to learn to drive in a left-hand drive, man. Yeah.
Well, you get your damn passport, and I'll get you a ticket. How about that?
Sam, man. See, my sister did start to me. Listen, I passed my test for a forklift driver. That's as close to driving I've got. I used to go about on a quad. I can ride a quad, and stuff like that. I've never actually driven a car properly. No. I've owned a car.
So you know how to drive. You just.
I know how to drive.
I thought you meant like you were a hillbilly and you never even driven a car before.
Oh no! I know how. I really haven't driven a car properly. But I know how to drive in my head. And yes, I've been on a quad. I can ride a quad and that. And I'm on an electric scooter. I mean, I know if I got in a See, I want to pass on a manual. That's what everybody does over here. If I go to the States, it's like it's easy to pass because it's an automatic. Everybody here wants to do it in a manual. If you pass on an automatic, you can only drive an automatic. You're not allowed to drive a manual. You know, so I want to pass on a manual. So I think. But do you drive manual? Right.
Yes, I know how to drive a manual. I
Right.
drove
Cool.
a work
That's
truck
how
for
I
quite
learned
a
how
few
to
years.
drive.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, me too.
I learned how to drive I learned how to drive an Opel Cadet station wagon. It was a 4-speed. That's what I learned in.
Opel Cadet. Wow. I remember
Opel on the
Cadet.
fly.
Yeah.
I remember them back in the 80s. I love it. They used
My
to
mom
look
had
like
one.
Astras. They used to look like a Ford Astra, I thought. No, Vauxhall Astra, Ford Astra, Vauxhall Astra. Bloody Ford Astra.
What's the difference?
Yeah, they're the same, aren't they? They're exactly the same.
Between that and the Aerostar and
I didn't think you guys got those cars though. I thought it's crazy because when I watched things back in the 80s, I never seen them type of cars on the movies. You know what I mean? That's crazy that you know about Opel Cadets. Wow.
Yeah,
that was the first car I ever had.
maybe the younger generations don't, but yeah, we older people know about Opel.
Of course.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Opel Cadet.
About a
Yeah,
car
I'll show you one later. Unless they're Opel Cadets are different. I doubt it. It's an
Opel was a Ford company.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye,
It was like Mazda, Ford bought Mazda out. And,
Aye. Same one.
Well,
right.
The
Anyway.
Opels got over here. Buick brought them over. They imported them. Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan, if I get a passport and I get them, I would easily come out, man. Not a problem.
yeah, it'd be fun. I got go-karts and all kinds of fun stuff. We'd have a good time.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's a big old place, especially Cali, man. I'd love to go. I'd definitely love to go to Cali. You know what?
California really, I mean, honestly, everybody makes a big deal out of California. Honestly, I don't see what everybody sees about. I mean, it's great. It's got San Francisco. It's got some cool stuff, but there really isn't that much going on in California.
No. That's not what I mean. You know why I want to go to Cali, don't you?
Yeah,
why do you want to go to Cali?
For the green stuff.
For the green
No.
stuff.
we got that here in Denver too.
Cali weed, man.
I know, but it's California. But I mean, over here, our bud. We do UK Calis, and it comes from Cali. Well, it doesn't come from California, but we call it UK Cali after California. Because if we get Cali, proper Cali bud, it costs us a lot because it comes from California. You know what I mean? And they're exotics to us, and there's so many brilliant flavors in Cali bud. Oh man!
Yeah, I got a friend. I got a grower friend in Cali, and he grows out there. But I've got up here in Denver, we got some pretty good stuff too, dude. And
of course.
Some of the stuff I've gotten from the dispensaries here, I couldn't move after like 2 tokes.
Oh, come on, man! Give me some of that stuff. Yeah, I've never met a joint that could put me down. But I guess it's possible.
Come on out. They got this stuff called Sunday Driver. It's
I've smoked that before.
Yeah, that's pretty hard stuff, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think the strongest stuff we've got out here that's natural is like 35% or something.
Yeah,
and
that's about what it
good, dude.
But it's still, I mean, I've been smoking. Well, I've been smoking pot since I was 11 years old or 9 years old or something.
Our good stuff out here, our UK Calis out here, the highest score you got to get on it is 26 or 28. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a limit on some of it.
Yeah. If you're getting,
but if you really think about it, to get the THC levels to that amount, it's like it's not easy. You have to like work that. You have to like it's ungodly what you have to do to get the plant to do stuff like that. It's not easy.
Of course. I've never tried Delta 8 and Delta 9 yet. I've never tried them. I know they're not.
Try Charlotte's Web. I've heard Charlotte's Web is the strongest.
They're a bit. What are they? It's like there's something done to the plant to make it a bit stronger or something, or a lot stronger or something. I don't exactly know.
Lots of things you can do. It depends on what you feed it. It depends on how much water you give it. It depends on if you pull the water leaves off. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do to make it produce more for flower. Yeah, but
cool.
Yeah, I got a friend who was a botanist back east. He's actually the great grandnephew of John Wilkes Booth. It's really a weird story. But he back in the 80s, he helped develop the strain. It was called Northern Lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Northern Lights. We smoked Northern Lights over here. Wow, man. That's been going about for a while.
He was a roommate of mine, and they had a nice little facility where they developed hydroponics.
Yeah.
Put it together, and they help make
Hydroponics just means that they don't use dirt; they just use water.
Yep.
Yeah, Ian says space in that suitcase, and then later on he says they got ones that don't smell. PJ, wink, wink. That means we can bring them back. We can bring them back.
Smell-proof case.
Well, if you make distillate out of it, you can get away with that. You can probably even smoke it outright in public too, because it doesn't really have a lot of smell. But
I smoke in public anyway. I don't care. I smoke in public anyway. Yes, it's illegal, yeah. But if a copper sees you smoking a joint, in general they won't do anything unless they're stopping you for something else, or they want to be fixed. But I still
What are you
smoke.
doing? Huh? What are you doing, honey?
Yeah, see, going back to what you guys were talking about drug addicts and the city and all that, I've seen that firsthand. But what I want to know is, why is it that they harass you so much for smoking a joint on the side of the street when it's legal, but yet they don't do anything about these people slamming on the side of the road? It doesn't make any sense. It does. It frustrates me. It does. It frustrates me that police aren't aware of what's going on enough that they know that they need to counter some of these things. Because it's like, the point you guys made, or whoever it was on the video there, is like, well, why won't they do anything about this? Why do they make it so easy for them? Why do they give them free, needles? And most of these people aren't even shooting it anymore. They're smoking it. They're just a piece of foil and a straw on the side of the street.
It's because it's fentanyl, and fentanyl is too strong to shoot up. People do shoot it, but it's too strong. Yeah. So that's probably why people are smoking it again, because it's fentanyl.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of a place called Asheville, North Carolina?
I've heard of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, a teenager, we used to go up there. We had friends that had a family grow that was they had 60 generations worth of under their belt, and of course you can. Yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah. I'm just saying to Ian. Of course you can put a link in. I was talking over you just to tell Ian you can't. I wasn't meaning you to stop.
I just went to go in chat to say it.
Of course you can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, we used to go up there and we roll up a joint or two after we get our weed, and the cops would come along, and instead of arresting us, they just take our joint and go walk off and smoke it.
That's it. But I mean, the worst the cops will do here, like if you've got a load, they can charge you on and maybe get a slight conviction, fine. But if you've got a couple of grams, they're just going to confiscate it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. But what are you going to do when they walk up to you and say, "What are you doing, sir?" And you're sitting there smoking a joint.
Smoking the joint, dude.
I think it's obvious, sir. I'm getting high. I think it's quite obvious, sir.
But everybody's excuse now. Yeah, I'm smoking a CBD joint.
Yeah,
right, dude. CBD.
Why waste your time?
You do get some nice CBDs, but I find it's good for pain, stuff like that. But because I'm a smoker of THC, I sometimes think, well, what the bloody hell's the point? You know what I mean? But it's good for some people. It's good. I do, and I think it's all right. But it's not me. It's not me. Right. Anyway, go on. Sorry, quick, Rich.
Yeah. We used to have a neighborhood mom. She would do this. She would during the dry season, she would just buy up a whole before dry. She'd put it in a freezer. She'd bag it up, and then she'd have weed to sell. So we would always, go over and see Gail on dry seasons because we could get weed.
Nice. Hey, so PJ, Devo's Weed Chronicles. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice name. I don't know if I know you, but nice name, man. Bless you, man, for the comment. Let me just see that avatar. It's a bit as a bud. It's got to be a bud. Good, Simon.
This bud's for you.
Yeah, no, it's a cannabis leaf with his fingers up. Oh, nice. This dude looks cool, man. This dude looks so cool.
This bud
looks like a biker. He's a biker. He's definitely a biker. He's got a chopper there. Oh, no, it's not a chopper. It's a Triumph, is it? that Triumph?
I like Triumphs.
Sorry, I'm going to one of his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Triumph? Is it Triumph? Is it Triumph? Oh, it's not. It's
Is
Harley
it?
Davidson. It's Harley Davidson, man. How could I say that was a Triumph? It's because I seen the logo from the side, and it looked it looked kind of Triumphy, but it's not. It's Harley. It's Harley. Nice. Good to see you,
like,
Big Weeds Chronicles. Brilliant, man.
I like the Tigers. They're nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, but what? Do you haven't looked at you?
I have a question
What?
for you guys.
Okay.
Why does everybody think Harley Davidsons are so awesome when they're literally the worst running vehicle in the world?
I don't know. Maybe because
they're a lot better than they were. They're making it a little
Maybe.
better.
Everybody I know that rides a bike, okay, and I know lots of bikers, not necessarily like bad bikers, but people that ride bikes. None of them have told me that, oh, I've got this awesome bike and it runs great. I talk to people that ride Hondas. I talk to people that ride all these different kinds of bikes, and nobody ever complains about them breaking down. But Harleys, everybody complains. That's all they're always doing is fixing stuff, fixing the clutch, fixing
people who ride
constant
their bikes,
money. It's a
people
money
who
pit.
ride their bikes like to get their hands in oily, so they're always loving to fix them, so they don't mind it they break down.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think the thing about it is, I think it's the loudness. It's just how noisy they are.
Yeah,
They're so. Oh, it irritates me.
Yeah, see,
I
I've
can't
never
stand
ridden one.
there's nothing I can't stand more than just an overbearing, just loud ass engine. It's like, why? Aren't we over that? Didn't we grow up at 8? Like,
no.
I've never ridden one. So to me, they just look cool. You know what I mean? I've never ridden one, but I can understand where you come from. Obviously,
yeah, they look great, but I mean, if the engines from Harley Davidson literally break down constantly, why not just put a Honda motor on it? I mean, it looks just as good with a Honda motor on it.
Well, they made a replica. The Shadow is a replica of a Harley. They even paid Harley for the end line.
Yeah,
to make the Shadow. Yeah.
The Shadow is one of the most popular bikes. My dad bought one.
I had it.
2 seconds. Ian, I'm glad you said that because like the link that you put up, it won't let me do it. It won't let me go onto it. But I think that's because of my broadband company. It's nothing to do with your link. So I'll probably keep that link. I need to.
No, it let me go in it.
What?
It let me go in it.
Yeah, but you haven't got the same thing in me. Didn't you take your thing off yours? Your whatever it's called for like over 18s and that.
I don't know.
Maybe it's that. It's not working for me.
Brought...
Well, can you store it for me a bit so I can see at some point? But nice one, Ian. Bless you, man. Sorry, carry on. Go, John.
I was gonna say, since you're on the topic of bikes, I had a boss that had a VMAX.
Okay. Robot Rod.
Have you robot?
Yeah, robot.
Nothing?
Robot, no.
What you had to say.
Can't hear you.
Hold on.
There you go.
Maybe they should call you Mr. Robotman.
Brian my president.
I'm a robot.
Are you a Robotian?
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Brian my president.
Have you ever seen?
He knows why he's laughing.
God.
What?
You ever seen the VMAX? You ever ride one?
Yeah. No, I've never ridden one, but I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they put reed injectors on the thing, so when you hit $2,000, it automatically it just blows gas and oxygen down. It's beyond a supercharger. You go from like $2,000 to like $6,000 in like 2.3 seconds. You literally feel like you come off the ground and fly. So yeah, those bikes.
Might want to lean forward.
I want to check this guy's channel out, actually. Devo's Weed Chronicles, the one that just came in chat. I want to check his channel out. It looks pretty cool.
I've seen him before somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh, have you?
That's cool. I've never talked to him though, I don't think, but
yeah, it looks good. He's got 1,000. Wow, about 1,200. Oh no, hold on, 1,250 subscribers. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hop off, guys. I got
babies
in here. I gotta watch. I'll be listening to you.
15 hours ago. Nice one, dude. Definitely, I'm gonna have a look at this. Yeah, he's all about the weed. Like he's all about the weed. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe. I'll put his link in chat for you guys as well.
You know what's funny
wow.
is that California weed has been popular since way before it was legal.
Yeah, of
Like
course. Of
Humboldt,
course.
in Humboldt, like I don't know what is so special about Humboldt County, but Humboldt seems to be like one of the best places to get weed.
Aye.
Humboldt
Okay.
County in California. Yeah.
I get you.
But I guess
Yeah, like I say, I'd love to come, man. If I got a passport, I would be there.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
There you go. That's at Diva's Weed Chronicles, man. Give it a shout. Give it a look, man. See what you guys think and give them a subscribe. Let's carry on with this video. I'm getting nowhere, am I?
One shoe, needle in his arm, out. Are you witnessing police officers come and say, "Hey, sorry, man, we got to give you a fine"?
No.
No.
When I parked down here a couple weeks ago, there were a couple of guys just doing it right there, right on Second. You know that whatever that zombie drug is, like
Frank?
Yeah. And you see it still openly.
And I walked up and I kicked his foot a couple, because I'm not going to touch him.
Make sure he's alive, right?
Yeah, make sure he's alive.
Sure.
No response. Called 911. 911 didn't show up. What they did was they sent this street mental health group,
Outreach group or
whatever they are.
what did they do? Did they administer Narcan?
No, they didn't do anything. They walked up and they're like, hey. And
Wow, what if he was ODing though?
Oh, go
What
with a
if they wouldn't
stick.
send an ambulance? Wow.
Why?
I mean, yes, it's a pain in
Why
the
would you? Why would you waste your time with somebody who just literally just lights it up and just gets high and passes out on the street? I mean, obviously he doesn't have much of a quality of life. I mean,
I would not have liked someone. I've been on that side. I would not have liked someone.
well,
to
don't get me wrong. It's a horrible thing that people don't care.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's
if someone
beside the
is
point. It's because of the things that these people do,
I mean, I
that it makes people
OD'd in a toilet. It's only because, I'd never OD'd in heroin before. But this day, I'd had a load of Valium the day before, about 100 Valium.
Oh.
And it was in my system. And I'd already hit up a few bags that day of gear. And then someone gave me some smack and crack in a pen. And I hit it up and I was in the toilet and I can't remember anything. If that people hadn't been, I was in the Salvation Army, and if the people in there, it was a hostel as well. So if the people in there hadn't really thought, well, bloody hell, PG hasn't come out of there, and got them to open the door from the outside, because I had locked it from the inside, then I would have been dead. I would have been dead because I was unresponsive. I was dead. My heart had stopped for 2 minutes, and I was unresponsive for half an hour. After they got my heart started again, totally unresponsive for half an hour. If I'd been left in that toilet, I'd been gone. So I wouldn't I exactly know where you're coming from completely, Ryan. I know where other people are coming from like that. But being on that side and thinking that people can turn their life around like I have, I know it's sometimes not, it's more like
you have to
possible.
want to.
They won't.
You have to want to change.
Absolutely.
I can't make you
there's still
stop doing
potential.
drugs.
There's still
nobody
potential.
that's ever going to convince me to stop doing drugs, right?
No, of course.
It's not going to happen. I have to want to do
Still
it.
potential to get through to him about, even if he didn't stop taking drugs, he could clean himself up a bit still and get onto the weed. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can ever just say somebody is past a point because you don't know. I suffered with alcohol addiction, and I know that my family and friends all thought I was going to die. And I probably deep down thought I was going to die from it. So it's when you're not giving, when you're looking at this person like a piece of crap, like they choose to be that way. We don't know nothing about these people. We don't know their story. We don't know what happened to them. And for them, that person may be an addict on the floor dying, and to other people he's just a piece of rubbish. But he's not in God's eyes. He's still a person. Whether you agree with what he does or not is irrelevant.
Yeah,
he is still a living human being. And to just say, well, no, he chooses. No addict, whether it's drink, drugs, cigarettes, whatever. You don't pick up whatever it is you're taking with the intent on being an addict, because it's not. And you take it to that point, but does anybody that's an addict to anything ever sit and think, oh, I know, I want to become a heroin addict live on the streets. And I can tell you now, as somebody that's been homeless, there ain't nothing worse than waking up on the streets, having to sleep on the streets where people look at you like you're a piece of shite. Because not only do you feel worthless inside, everybody treats you like you're worthless. So no, that's another person. That person needs to be saved, whether it's you or the next person that saves them. Somebody has to. We can't. That's no different to just leaving anybody on the street to die, because that is somebody's child. That's somebody's friend. Who loves that person, and whether or not we agree with what they do, and maybe they won't get help. Maybe they will. But I, as somebody who was an alcoholic and homeless and treated like a worthless piece of shite, I can tell you now I am a lot more than an addict or homeless or anything. Do you know what I mean? That's not what makes you a person. And for me, no, I think hopefully one day that person will go and seek help. We don't know, like I said, we don't know. And I just think everybody that steps over people and looks at them like a piece of crap, look, we're all one paycheck away from being homeless. We are all at risk of being addicted to something, but also my issue is people sit in their houses and drink alcohol and take drugs and do all this stuff on a normal. Why is it different for somebody that doesn't have a home to do drugs and drink? It ain't no different, because you're all, at the end of the week, when you've had a hard week and you have a drink or you have a spliff or whatever, what that person is doing is no different, apart from they're homeless and got nowhere to go. And that's the truth. And maybe I don't agree with them doing it on the streets, and I don't. But give them somewhere off the streets then to go and do it, because then they're out of everybody else's way. But give them help, support them. Like if
they can and they want it, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't think just leaving people to die is the answer, and I don't think God would want us.
No, of course it's not. I can understand where people are coming from when they say that. I do get it, but I get it from the other person's point of view and from God's point of view as well.
But that person is entitled to as much love and respect and dignity and decency that anybody else is, in my opinion. And obviously I've seen it from both sides, so I know.
Right, can we do this?
Yep. Sorry.
I'm not getting anywhere. It's only 8 minutes in. Sorry, no, what you said's cool. Oh, fine. You just backed up what I said, but more elaborately. Good.
Yeah.
But more elaborately, I'm saying.
Well, you know me. I'll whittle on.
Right, love you. Oh, fine.
Love you.
And he just happened to move his, I mean, I was standing there, and he just happened to move his head, and she's like, oh, well, he's fine. And they got back in their van and left. What is that?
Would you suggest forcible rehabilitation? Is that a solution? Some people
I don't like the word forcible. You can't force anything on anyone.
And I'm just shocked at what Portland has turned into. It goes both ways, but it is a result of the opioid epidemic, and that goes back to the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors. They're just pushing that stuff on everyone,
As someone who works in a restaurant, it's terrible. Yeah. It affects business, it affects everything, seriously. We had a guy come in one time, I kicked him out for wanting to do fentanyl in the bathroom, and he punched something off the wall, came back, and then threw poop on our window.
If they're going to recriminalize, is anyone going to go to jail from the Sackler family? Is anyone going to go to jail from the pharmaceuticals who started pushing this stuff? It's just a horrible situation.
Absolutely good point. Very good point.
I think decriminalizing it has definitely enabled people. You can see it. You see the overdoses, the spike in fentanyl.
I say we're still in Oregon. We haven't even got to Portugal yet, where it's meant to be about.
Like trank is a thing now. I mean, it's getting pretty serious. It's to be seriously addressed here. I mean, it's like a war zone.
Do you think recriminalizing drug use and possession will help your situation as a business owner downtown?
I think it will initially help it, but do I think it's really the help we need in the long run? I'm not sure. It's like we need to have a better path to recovery and a path where you're forced into recovery sometimes. You can't just keep committing, and then there's no repercussion to it. Like if you die in public, you should have to.
I mean, yeah, okay, get your point. But if you're forced into recovery and you're forced to recover, you relapse because you didn't want to recover in the first place. You'll relapse. You can't forced recovery. It's not a way. No, that's like forced rehabilitation, like in the Clockwork Orange. That's like that. You know, take them off the forced thing, and they're going to relapse, like he did in Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork Orange, did I say? So yeah, forced rehabilitation, forced recovery. It's not going to work in the long run, is it?
No, but look at what Glenn said, and he's spot on.
What opioid epidemic skyrocketed when America took control of opioid. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they wanted it. I'm sorry, I stand by that. That's why they wanted it.
Well, of course. Yeah, I'll stick that up for a sec so people see that when I come in. Yeah, man, absolutely, Glenn. Oh, I'll put that one up as well. Oh, that was one. No, that means anything. That here you go. You got a little
How many people worldwide now are addicted to opiates because of doctors?
Probably half of the people in every country.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like
everybody's had an addiction. Not everybody, but in general, most people have had some kind of addiction.
But it's the people who are homeless and addicts that it gets pointed at. What about the rich ones who are sat making all this money off of getting all these people addicted to it in the first place?
Right. Absolutely, I go for a pee. Please.
Go to recovery. Sure. That should be that's my bottom line.
I think these people need treatment and help, and I think there's still a lot of hope for them. I just don't think open use is healthy by any means for anybody. I don't think you give up on people.
What has happened here since 2020 is insane. I have feelings for these people. I care. But at the same time, I pay taxes, a lot of money to be here, and we need to be able to run a business.
Are we witnessing the collapse of the United States of America?
Yeah, you know,
I think so.
It looks like it's happening right before our eyes.
How we deal with drug addiction needs to be completely different than the way we're doing it now. So that's sad.
We're going to try to figure it out. Everyone seems to be in pretty unanimous agreement that criminalizing homelessness and putting people in jail is probably not the solution, but decriminalizing it and facilitating enabling drug use is also probably not the solution. There's something a little bit more nuanced here. The solution's somewhere in the middle, it seems. But what do the local drug addicts think about the recriminalization of the drugs they use on a daily basis? I met up with local street photographer Tara, aka Cocaine Michelle, to talk with some of the addicts downtown. All right, take the lead.
Let's go across the street into the gates of Chinatown.
Seems like Chinatown in every city out here has a lot of drug use and homelessness.
If you want Portland back, do you?
Sure.
Great. Portland, Chinatown, that's the devil's playground.
But how much has the devil's playground changed since the last year I've been here? Has it gotten better or worse? Do you think it should be a crime to use drugs?
No, it saves lives.
If it was regulated, you know, that it would be clean, it would be dosed right, kind of like marijuana, and because people are going to do it anyway.
There's people that you never ever will, they never ever will quit using.
Yeah, good to the people. But I dare say this is false humility here. Knowing Tyler.
Unless they go to prison.
And the harm reduction.
But to make it as blatant as they did was a massive mistake. And it was, because it's just giving them free reign. And I do, you know, that.
What, giving it? Sorry, what was a massive mistake? Sorry, I'm
let it decriminalising it.
Decriminalise, yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. There's no point in that. I don't think there was any point in decriminalising it.
But Glenn's right. How about try talking to them and giving them a meaningful purpose in life?
Absolutely.
Exactly. But even rehabs and stuff like that, are there for money. They're not there for want of helping people. A lot of the times it's about what they're making off it, and it shouldn't be.
You usually find the people that got clean the best are someone who got thrown in the room and locked in. But that's only when they wanted it. They've said to the parents, whoever, "Oh, just lock me in because I know if I'm out there myself, I'm not going to do it. And if I know I just try it myself, I'll just go back to it. If I'm not actually physically I'm not actually physically unable to go, I'm going to go and get it. So if I'm locked in a room, then I won't be able to. I've had people give that kind of permission to do it, and they seem to do it. What the hell? They seem to do it, you know?
Isn't it time we as people made the governments, our government, the American government, all of them, take responsibility for the amount of addicts on our streets, because they have given doctors powers to provide these opioids like there's no tomorrow. They need to be held accountable for the actions that have led to the people being in this state now.
Doctors are under a lot of pressure as well. Some of them, you can't.
Not all about that.
Not all of them, obviously.
But when a celebrity, say like Michael Jackson, can pay to have a doctor prescribe him drugs that you shouldn't have unless you're in hospital, there's, where do we draw the line and go, do you know what, actually, no doctor, personal doctor, no matter what, should be prescribing this stuff without justification.
You need to kind of watch what you're saying about should prescribe and all that, because it might be led into medical, I don't know
I know, but what I'm saying is,
I'm just saying in case
when we're being prescribed addicted substances, they should be, there needs to be stricter rules about it.
I just don't know where it stands with it when it's coming to talking about doctors and the prescriptions. I'm not sure whether the rules lie, where it goes from being okay to not okay. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got a clue. So I was just saying, be careful what you say. I'm not saying you're saying anything bad. Be careful what you say.
It all stems back to governments, and it does.
I know.
It's just my opinion, not medical advice.
I know.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thank you, said that. It's just your opinion. There you go. Thank you. Exactly. I agree. I agree. I was just telling her to watch what she says, just in case she says something that goes over into that, because I haven't got a clue where that line is and what can be said. Do you know what I mean? I ain't studied the T's and C's. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got a clue about that. So I just know that it's frowned upon. It's silly. It's bloody silly. We can't even say the C word or anything like that. It's beyond the joke.
But it's just
Babe, I wasn't having a
control,
go.
isn't it?
Babe, I wasn't having a go at you.
I know you weren't, you weirdo.
Just saying that. Just watch. I wasn't saying from my point of view.
Good advice, Glenn.
Absolutely. What's this? Roger Ledwell has put linkage in. He's always putting bloody music in. System of a Down. Nice. She likes heroin. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Not Vicky. I remember System of a Down.
Vicky definitely doesn't like heroin.
Yeah, System of a Down were in a Matrix album as well. I like System of a Down. They were quite. Yeah, man, I like System of a Down. Didn't listen too much to them. I remember a few things. Yeah, let's carry on. I never get anywhere with videos, do I?
Seen out here that saved some lives, in your opinion?
I need to get with Governor Tina Kotek and put up 3 radio towers around the whole TriMet system map. It's a drop in her pocket. I want to get with the local 29 Ironworkers Union, get that up in the air for college radio. God forbid, natural disasters.
The apocalypse is impending?
No, man, I'm talking about there's volcanic activity and stuff like that and earthquakes.
It seems to be same old Portland, but a little less densely populated with tents.
They get shuffled around.
So for instance, I'm pretty certain I've talked to some people right here.
Pretty hot spot for drug use.
Question for you, sir. We're trying to talk to the public and figure out their thoughts on the recriminalization of drugs out here in Portland. What was your name?
I'm Jay.
Jay? I'm convinced we've met before.
Jay.
My name's Tyler, Jay. Good to meet you. Jay, what are you shooting up here? Xylazine?
So they have. So he must have done another program on drugs beforehand. So he's obviously in a wheelchair now. Maybe been injecting too much in his groin. I don't know. That happens. Certainly looked a little. I mean, he doesn't look well that, but in his chair he kind of looked a little bit skinnier, a little bit more emaciated. I don't know. It might just be me seeing it.
No.
They're old-fashioned lightweight meth.
I'm convinced I literally met you somewhere around here like 10 months ago.
Yeah, September when I was out there in front of Subway.
Actually, I'm totally mistaken. He actually looked better. It's just the way he was lying back there. It just looked from a distance with the camera made him look more emaciated. He actually looked a little better.
Okay.
I was fucking real sick. Matter of fact, a couple days before I wound up going back to the hospital, and they'd taken a couple of my toes, and yeah, so
Okay.
it's a recriminalization. It never should have been.
Jeremy Bard, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. You all right, Roger? You're back.
Yep. I got one thing to add.
Go on.
All this stuff got started back in the late 1800s, early 1900s when Rockefeller hijacked Chinese medicine and incorporated it into Western medicine. And it's a whole different world, and it caused a lot of these problems that we're dealing with now. That's where it systemically comes from. That's not just an opinion. That's a fact.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well said, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't read too much into that, but you'll have to give me some info on that, dude. No, give me some, you have to give me some info on that. I didn't know that. I didn't know too much about that.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I know there's been corruption within like pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, but I didn't know it was to do with like maybe the Rockefellers and stuff like that. Yeah, give me some info on that. That'd be cool.
I'll look some up for you. I've watched several full-length documentaries, and I've even read books on it and stuff.
Nice.
A real good read for like today in this age is a book called The Invisible Rainbow by Arthur Furstenberg. He goes into detail on how it's peer reviewed, just like any other sciences too, to a point. You have to agree with their theory on germs versus terrain theory. They don't go for family practitioners who actually prescribe actual medicines that do work. It's a convoluted mess, and Congress is the one behind most of this crap, and especially on the state side over here.
Nice.
I don't know about England. I don't know how you guys handle your medical over there. I know it's government made based, and everything's run by the government over there, especially your medicine.
Okay. Yeah. No. Give me some information now. Yeah, Luca, you came up to say hi. I'm what?
Hello.
Hey, Luca.
Hi, guys. So,
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's your throat? Is it better?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Ah, that's
He's still
good.
talking.
Yeah, that's true.
Still talking, definitely.
That's true. It's just that, the other day you said your throat was a bit sore. So.
Oh, well, it was. That's it was meant to be a watch party, and didn't have a watch party, and it ended up being more of a review, so it ended up just as bad, but all good. It's all good.
But, yeah, it's good to hear you're feeling better.
I wasn't unwell, really. It was just my throat sore, so it wasn't like I had a bug or anything like that.
Well, it's good to hear your throat's getting better.
Thank you.
Yay!
Right, I'm surprised Vicky hasn't kicked you out yet.
I'm gonna leave on my own.
I know, but so you just come to say hi, did you?
Yeah, I did.
All right, dude. All right, nice one, man. Nice one. Yeah.
See you guys.
Man. Take care. Look after
Later,
yourself,
Luca.
man.
Bye.
Babe, why didn't you kick? I thought you would have kicked him out. She's not there. I bet she's on the phone, isn't she? Babe.
Can you remember, when they say if you have nothing
How come you didn't
nice...
kick him out? How come you didn't kick him out?
You know when people say...
Yeah.
You have nothing... Can you hear me?
Yes. Why didn't you kick him out?
I'm going to tell you now.
He's trying to tell you.
When people say, if you have nothing nice to say nothing.
Okay.
I had nothing nice to say, so I said nothing.
I knew you were going to say something like that. I was only in the mint because it said on his thing, it said on his avatar, just to say, and I couldn't see the rest of it. I thought it was going to be some kind of apology or something, and I wanted to read the rest of it. But and when it came in, it says just to say hi. And I was thinking, why didn't you kick them out? Yeah, I was just waiting to see what he had to say. He wouldn't have been staying. He would have left anyway. Oh, he wasn't staying. I just wanted to see what he had to say.
Jim said I showed perfect control.
Yeah, you
Thank
did.
You did.
Jim.
I was just waiting for the mic to come off. But as soon as it didn't, I thought she's either in the toilet or she's got
No.
like what she just said.
No, I had nothing nice to say, so I stayed quiet.
Nice. I like it. He wasn't staying anyway, but
Good.
oh, he wouldn't have been allowed to stay. I mean, not this situation. Like I say, I like the little shit, but I'm not going to allow him to stay in derailment. And, you know what I mean? The kind of stuff.
Oh, he's done.
No. Right, so we get going again.
Yeah.
Decriminalized to begin with.
Okay.
It gives, look what happened. When they did decriminalize it, they really didn't give it enough time to. They're just now getting these programs up and running.
Got it.
You had COVID going on. They didn't have the basis to decriminalize and get what they wanted out of all that. This is ridiculous what's going on out here. And you could see the route the dope boy took from overdose to overdose down through the block. You had one up here, you had one over here on this corner, you had one down there on the bottom corner. Fire department didn't even know which one to get first.
Do you carry Narcan with you out here?
No, I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
They want to fix this problem. Stop giving these kids Narcan.
Let 'em die.
The problem will fix itself.
That's interesting. That's a pretty Darwinian way to look at it.
Yeah.
No.
He's saying that from a harsh point of view because
I know, but no.
Because I think he's come off of it a little bit. So he's just going right in there. I don't think he really thinks
No,
that.
because you see, when that person dies,
He
somebody
doesn't
else
really
takes
think
their
that.
place.
He doesn't really think that. He doesn't.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
He's got cameras in front of him. He just
I know,
maybe
but
he's been prepped. He listen. This is Tyler. Listen, he did the flat F thing with Dave Weiss. You know what I mean? He did that. And then at the end, it was a whole hit piece. So you already seen him earlier. He'd met this guy before on another program on another. So that's why I said, remember I stopped it earlier and says, oh, he must have done another documentary because he says I know this guy. So who's to say he didn't already bloody phone this dude up or come to see him again and say, look, you're a bit cleaner now. Can you say this? You know what I mean?
I think to think that if they just die, the problem goes away because it don't. The next one.
I might be totally wrong. I might be totally wrong about that. That's just a theory.
But
to tell you all the
theory.
truth, to tell you all the truth, it's about population control. That's
Of course
what they're
it
doing.
Yeah. Take away Narcan. No, come on.
No.
That's a point of view that wants to be put out there. That's an agenda kind of point of view. That's something.
I would carry Narcan, and I would just on the off chance I see somebody who's ODing, and I would because you know if you think one addict dying is going to fix the problem,
We call it naltrexone.
it's
We don't
not
call it
gonna.
that.
It's
We don't
not
call
gonna
it
fix
Narcan.
anything.
Naltrexone. Babe, sorry, you can't carry on.
No, and it just there's for that one
What are you
addict
saying?
that dies, there's going to be another 10 more coming.
Right. Why was you about to go on mute then? Well, you didn't finish what you had to
Because
say.
I'd finished talking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you interrupted.
No, babe.
Right, okay.
Here, have you seen?
Are you with the grandkids, Roger?
Oh yeah, they're
that
making a lot of
baby.
noise.
I can hear. How old is she again?
She's eating right now. She's
She's
got her
eating. That's
bottle.
why.
Yeah.
So that's noise. That's noises of enjoyment.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Cool,
Jeremy. That's
Oh,
that
good.
one, yeah.
Yes, Tyler Oliveira. Aye, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying? He could easily do stuff like that. I don't believe it's all above board. He's all about the money and the views. He doesn't care about these situations. You know, you've seen what he did on Flat Earth. Everybody did.
I know, but when, is it going to take for everyone to have a family member on a homeless addict dying on the streets for people to actually go, do you know what? This could literally happen to anybody. And I think we need to stop looking at them as a problem and start looking at them as people.
Right, it's Tyler Oliveira, guys.
I think she's trying to say hi to you guys.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
So cute, man. I've seen pictures. She's cute.
Yeah. She's gonna be a big girl one day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They all do.
Yeah. Believe me, I've got a lot of gray hair that goes with that territory.
That's it. Entropy takes place, and then there's no stopping it, man.
Yeah, I had two girls, so it was more like the boyfriend's coming over at 2:00 in the morning, and I have to chase them off the yard.
Funny,
then crawling out the windows in the middle of the night, going out partying. Yeah, that's entropy. You want to call it that?
And sneaking in, and thinking the parents don't know when they do.
We do. I did the same thing too myself. So.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Not Vicky. She didn't do things like that.
Never.
What are you on about? My dad died when I was 11. So, and my mum ran pubs. So, me and my sisters were home alone. We didn't need to sneak out.
You just walked out the door.
Well, that's what I said. You didn't do things like that.
No, I just walked out.
My sister was really bad.
Sorry.
My sister was really bad. By the time she was 14, she was going out drinking every night. That young. She'd sneak out the window, crawl out and all the boys in the neighborhood to hang out with her, trying to get their way. They'd bring her all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not going to get through all this. I might have to do the second part tomorrow.
Aye.
In the last 3 years, I've seen well over 200 people that I know personally die from fentanyl overdose.
57 minutes long.
What do you think can be done to save lives out here? Stop these deaths?
I don't know. I really don't.
Are harm reduction services handing out foil like they used to?
No, they don't.
Not anymore?
No, they say they don't really have any resources for anybody.
Okay. Ran out of money?
I don't know what their problem is.
Okay. Explain, actually, yeah.
Was completely full of tents like last week.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
It seems like I'm looking at familiar faces down there. They don't disappear. Some of them obviously die. Yeah. But it seems like one.
I mean, it is meant to be about Portugal. They did say Portugal at the start, didn't they, babe?
Yeah, because
All right,
even
cool.
Ian said it.
All right,
Because
cool,
when
cool.
you said, and I said, oh, I thought they said Portugal, and Ian put Portugal.
Cool. But he put a question mark next, so I don't know if he's asking if it was about Portugal.
Yeah, but why would you say Portugal? It's not just something that you spring off the top of your head.
Because of the title. A man investigated a country that legalized all drugs. Maybe he knows that Portugal legalized all drugs.
I don't know.
Did you know that Portugal legalized all drugs? That's why you said it, Ian. It was Ian saying it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's
I
there.
think so.
It works in Portugal, so I don't know if that answers that.
Ian, what works in Portugal? Legalising drugs, or am I just not with it today? I didn't go to sleep till like 5 o'clock this morning, by the way.
I know. I seen that you were. Was you on Sobs?
No, I was on TikTok.
Oh, they did before.
Sob didn't have a show last night, I don't
No,
think.
he didn't. He did. No, I was going to say, of course he didn't, because I was on. Did you not know I was on last? Oh, you were there, Roger, weren't you, last night?
Yeah, I was.
Of course you was. Yeah, because I was on until about 3 in the morning, and he wasn't on. Because I was thinking, oh, no, I'm touching on Sob's time, and then I realised he wasn't on, so it was all good. It was about 3 weeks shut off last night. After 3, actually, wasn't it? Just after 3. Yeah?
What?
It was after 3 we shut off last night, wasn't it?
We did like 4 hours. PJ.
I did 11 hours of streaming yesterday.
I'm just going to do a quick stream.
Yeah.
4 hours later.
And I did 11 hours of streaming yesterday, 4 separate shows, and that's without being on Flats's. So with Flats's, it would have been 12 and a half. Yeah, 12 hours, man. One of the shows, I mean, one of the streams was only 9 minutes long. Because that was taking over, filling in for flats until his electricity came on. And then it came on.
Barry, don't forget about foreign aid and all that. You know, like all this money, and we've got homeless people on streets and service men and women dying on our streets and stuff. And yeah, the government can send money here, there, and everywhere and do what they want with it, but they can't get people off the streets. Shocking.
That's right. Right, what we on? Right, 14. Right, what time is that? Let me try and play another couple of minutes. See what it's saying. Just to get it in a bit and see if it goes to Portugal soon. And then we'll shut up shop for the day and play the rest. Do the rest tomorrow. I'm wondering if Flat says he's streaming the show, but usually when he tries to stream it, it doesn't work. So if it doesn't, then I'll end up going live with it again. But you'll need to give me the link for that, the stream he's on, babe. I don't know if I'm subbed to it yet. I'm not sure.
I'll go and get it and I'll put it.
Not right now. It doesn't matter right now.
No, but I'll
put it in for the people's anyway.
Aye.
Spot to the next.
A drag. You know, I kind of think that Oregon should follow in the footsteps of some of these other countries that they've actually decriminalized a lot of stuff.
Portugal?
Yeah, Portugal, Sweden, you know, some of those countries over there. Send a group of people over there to check that stuff out. Quit checking out shit out here on the street because everybody's just going like this in circles chasing their tail. Go over there and just check it out and see how things went. And we could learn some stuff from maybe some of those countries that were able to do that.
I agree. But before I go to Portugal, I want to first teleport to Amsterdam.
Oh, it's good. Amsterdam.
You see people from all over the world come to Amsterdam to do.
We all know certain things are decriminalized in Amsterdam. Why do you have to go to Amsterdam first? You thought you were talking about Portugal, dude. Go to Portugal.
Drugs and have a good time doing them. I'm mainly talking about weed, cocaine, LSD, and ecstasy. But in the 70s, they experienced a heroin epidemic.
The master is heroin, and virtually everyone you see here comes to buy, sell, or use it. Nearby, junkies inject each other in broad daylight.
I've never seen anything that is as concentrated as this. I've never seen anything as open as this.
The problem has become so bad that police officials and politicians admit privately the battle is lost. The city of Amsterdam is slowly moving away from...
You see something, Roger? No?
No. This is the baby she's cooing.
Oh, of course.
Cooing and
a policy of prohibition to one of accommodation.
Leading them to adopt harm reduction in the 80s at the height of the crisis, and were the first in the world to implement a safe needle and syringe.
Amsterdam Royale with cheese. Is that you talking about Pulp Fiction now?
Exchange program. They were, at the time, the redheaded stepchild of drug policy in Europe.
What? Yeah. Oh, right, you are talking about you roboted out.
Ecstasy.
Yeah. Say it again, you roboted out.
You're robot out now?
No, you're fine now. What you said?
Okay.
Oh no! Every time I do that, you robot out again. Sorry, dude.
Well, I'm talking at robots.
Sorry, dude. You robot again. Sorry.
Try it. How about now?
No.
Can you hear me?
No.
I'm just gonna make coffee.
All right, dude.
I'll just...
All right, dude. Yeah, it's yeah. Nah, it's not happening. Yep. He's going out. He'll come back in, I'm sure.
But now, many look to Amsterdam as an example of drug policy done right, including a lot of Portland activists that fought for the decriminalization of drugs in the first place. Before I talk with some of the experts who explain their laws and why they believe they work, what do the locals here think about these laws, drug use, and if there are real problems with drug addiction and homelessness like you see in the States?
Do you think they should sell heroin at coffee shops?
Nah, it's a little bit too far, I think.
Going, Raj?
Yeah. The big thing when I was growing up was ecstasy for the most part, but they would mix it with heroin when I was going out to the clubs. Yeah.
Well,
but we didn't shoot it up. We just we'd either eat pills. You know.
The thing is, in Scotland, I mean, the ecstasy we got had heroin in it anyway. We used to call them smacky ease, as in smacky ecstasy, because you'd sit there and we'll ease it like you're coming up in it, but the gear, the heroin would be bringing you down, and your eyelids would be fluttering because they didn't know what to do, whether it be up or down, sort of thing, and it gave you that kind of eyeball kind of up to the top of your head kind of feeling because of the smack as well. So there was smack in it. There was smack in some of the E's. Definitely.
So you know who's responsible for most of that ecstasy, right?
I don't know.
It's the Jewish mafia, dude.
Oh, right. I thought you meant. Sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought you meant. All right. I thought you were meaning like some kind of dealer or something like.
Well, I was a dealer back then. So.
Oh, I think we've all done a little bit. We've all done a little bit of it. For here and now. I ain't been a big time dealer or anything like that. Just me.
Well, I was selling 250 pills a week.
Wow.
And I also would get like a page of LSD, and I would drop that about every 2 weeks. I'd get rid of that. So yeah, I wasn't I would be moving product. I give you that much.
Don't talk about the tiny hats.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right. What was it?
Yeah.
All right.
I never got popped with it.
He's about to go to Portugal. He's in Amsterdam at the minute. He's about to go to Portugal, so we'll leave that video there for now, and we'll carry on with tomorrow. Tomorrow he will be in Portugal. Sorry, carry on what you were saying, Roger.
Oh no, I never got popped though with that kind of stuff. But I mean, I've been so close, and it is a lot of federal time I could have set with that kind of stuff.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, man.
I quit.
No, well, too right. You can't be a drug. Well, you can be a drug dealer all your life. Some people are. But if you want to get on in life, then you got to stop doing that at some point.
Yeah. Got to grow up.
Yeah, of course, it's either that or it's just going to affect you and your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just you; it affects your family and that as well. And then if they look up to you, they tend to kind of follow you as well. Youngsters, I mean. So it's not just affecting families in that aspect. Then you've got the influential side. You know what I mean? Where it's Well, it just continues. It's like a domino effect, isn't it? Sometimes. It's like Russian dolls, pal. Okay, I mean, yeah. Any last words, babe?
No, baby.
I don't mean before you die. I mean just before the end of the show.
Obviously, you will die. No.
No. You had plenty of words to say during the show, and you can't say nothing at the end to round us off. Man.
Paula, do better.
What?
Paula, do better. Don't be bitter, be better.
All right. What are you on about? What we do? Oh, right. I see. Okay. All right. So we're going to go end off how we started. No, not good.
Better, not better.
Ryan, you all good?
Where's the monster?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Thanks for being here, dude. Thanks for being here. Roger, anything to say?
Yeah. Not much. I just stay off drugs, guys. Just say no.
Yeah, drugs are bad, McCoy.
I didn't put it in Mr. Mackey's terms, but yeah. Okay.
Drugs are bad, McCoy.
You know, I actually live in South Park.
Okay. Sorry?
PJ, I actually live in South Park. Literally. South Park is like right down the street.
Well,
all right, McCoy.
You ever watch the LSD episode with Mr. Mackey?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Funny. I don't watch it either, but that's one of the episodes I have watched. Definitely.
I think everybody should watch that one. It's funny.
Oh, definitely, it's funny. It is funny. Wow, that's what I'll say then. It goes in my head. I hate when it does that. Someone tell me a bit. Went up my head. Not fair. Not fair. Anyway, yes. Tomorrow. What movie?
So what do you want me to do? I can't put it back in your head.
No, it fell out my right ear. I can't find it. Can't find it. It's just, I don't know if it bounced over there or something. I'll get it later. But anyway, yeah, he's going to Portugal tomorrow. So tomorrow we go to Portugal with Olivia. Yeah, that idiot.
That bloke.
I've always wanted to go to Portugal. I want to learn how to speak Portuguese.
Portuguese, absolutely, because everybody thinks it's Spanish when it's not. Yes, they understand each other to a certain degree, but it's not Spanish. So
you could talk to each other if you're Spanish Portuguese, but the whole point is that, like, you would be able to understand everything they're saying, and you won't know what's going on.
I'm Scottish, so just across the border, and I talk to someone from England. They don't understand the hell I'm saying. So yeah, of course.
I know exactly what you say all the time.
Oh yeah, I still slow things down a bit.
So you don't speak Gaelic?
No, I don't speak Gaelic.
No.
I speak Doric. Dorick, which derives from "Shut up." Thank you.
Is it pipes again?
Right.
Yep.
Drugs bad and good. Yeah. Okay.
No, the government needs to get out of medicine, though. That's all I got to say. That's the only last thing I could add to it.
Absolutely.
Corruption in governments needs to end.
Mm-hmm. Well, just get rid of the government. How about that? But if you say that enough, they'll come looking for you.
So let's play out with Mr. Oh, have I said any round enough words? Not that it matters.
No, you forgot it.
Tyler Oliveira is. Yeah. I don't agree with the dude and a lot of things. I think he's in this for the money. It's an interesting subject, absolutely. Fair play, dude. But I don't think you're emotionally involved in any way. You know what I mean, at all. No.
You don't want that.
But we'll see. We'll see him in Portugal tomorrow. We might see him with a heart.
You can soul.
I feel sorry for Portugal.
Absolutely. Right, let's get some Mr. Super Silent up, man, and see what he's saying. Mr. Super. Oh, somebody go. Oh no, it wasn't. It was just the fact they got rid of Olivia Tyler. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, it's Mr. Super Sidewinder and Darby Jack, Spellcasters.
I've never heard this one.
It sounded good. I played it. Right,
Spellcasters, serpents on stage, snaky bodies and a smooth sway. Symbolic rituals from days of old. Spiritual presence as a dark and cold. Singing chants like angels on high. Frequencies which seduce the very mind. A pageantry to stir the senses as well. It's messages that come straight from hell. Spellcasters, heralds of lies. Spells which activate the sensual pride. Spellcasters are all the rage. These are the witches for the final days. Spellcasters, talking with minds, open them up to spirits that come inside, taking innocence and darkening hearts, stealing souls before they depart. These idols who are worshipped today sold their souls for fortune and fame. They have no hope, they've lost their way. When the Lord comes back, well, they will have to pay. Spellcasters, heralds of lies, spells which activate sensual pride. Spellcasters, all the rage. These are the witches for the final day. Spellcasters, yeah, heralds of lies, spells which activate sensual pride. Spellcasters, they are all the rage.
Yeah.
Wicked.
That was nice harmonica work there, wasn't it?
Sorry,
Dude,
not wicked.
that was nice guitar,
Great.
nice harmonica.
Brilliant as always.
That was brilliant, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was fantastic. I got my feet stomping a little bit.
The Cookie Monster gone.
Love it, man. Love it. Fantastic. As always. Very fitting.
Where did the Cookie Monster go?
Oh, he dropped out. He might come back in, but he might just drop out because he said bye already. I don't know. He's got a lot on, isn't he?
He's riding on his go-kart right now.
He's what?
And say bye to Baby Rose.
Hi, Dylan.
Oh, hi, Dylan. Good to see you, man. We're just shutting shop, but back tomorrow again. Might be back tonight, depending on the situation with flats. I don't know. Don't know if his stream will last out. I don't know if he's doing it a different way or doing it on OBS. So I don't know. Because there's no panel tonight anyway. I know that. But you'll need to give me that link, babe. Did you put the link in for his thing?
Yeah.
His thing. Oh, where was it? So I need to grab it. There it is. Let me just quickly see if I'm already subscribed. Yeah, I am. Of course. Oh, of course I am. It's high vibe, low track. Yeah, of course. Of course.
I might not be on tonight. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I know you won't. Well, I don't know you won't.
And you need a break from YouTube anyways, right?
Well, still trying, Rog.
Still trying. There
I
he
know.
is. Still trying.
I think I've been on more since I said I was taking a break.
Well, what time
They
does
keep
that
drawing you back into it. Yeah.
Aye.
What time does that debate start?
8.
Oh, so the normal
Tonight?
R8.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got you.
So he'll be on like 2 here, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, nice one, Dylan, for coming in, but you popped in at the wrong time just as we were shutting up. Like it's a store.
Mr. Super said who wants
Roger, I think it'll be 1 for you, 12 for me, because we're 8 hours behind them.
Oh yeah.
I'm at 8 hours. You're 9 hours behind. I said you're 9 hours behind.
Okay.
So it'd be 1 o'clock for you.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, in like 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, normal time as far as I know.
Okay.
But I can go look. The best way to know what time it's on for you is to go on your YouTube.
He's deleting that link in a minute.
No problem. Tell him no problem. You hear me? I won't share it, dude. Don't worry about that. I'll just go put it on my bookmark so I won't do that. I won't put it on my show or anything. I'll stick to what's on your page, dude, on your YouTube channel. I'll stick to the public stuff. That's what I mean to say. Done. I'll just put it on my bookmark so I can see it after this. So go to that. Cool. Yeah, you can trust me with that, dude. No problem. Yeah, that's a nice one for that.
He's gonna have
Sorry.
Is Keith gonna have an after show?
He said he might do.
If he finishes early enough.
If he finishes early enough, he says he might do. I don't think he set one up. I haven't seen one yet. I'm sure if he decides to have one, he'll set it up before the show. But he says he doesn't know when it's going to finish, I think. So if he does do one, it depends on how long he's on for, I think anyway. But watch out for a notification anyway, just in case.
Let's hope he didn't have any power problems.
Like last night.
You want to be doing a debate on his phone.
South Africa has power issues.
It's horrible. I don't know how he deals with it. It's crazy. And there's no need for it.
They had like cutoff times, didn't they?
No.
I know.
It's got, what was it? Power loading, isn't it? That's what it's called. What was it called?
Yeah.
No, not power loading. What's the
Power shedding?
Power shedding. Power bloody loading. That's what was on power shedding. Yeah, bless you guys.
They're trying to save money. That's what they're trying to do.
Of course.
That's all they're doing.
No, it's just control, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody
control. What's the difference?
in the YouTube side. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And thanks for the support, guys. Thanks to everybody in the panel. Thanks to the missus, the better half.
Hey?
And Vicky's going to sleep.
Thanks
Nah,
to Kitty
I'm
Man,
so tired.
and thanks to Roger. Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
thank you, PJ.
No problem. Do you want to say it, babe?
He who the sun sets free is free
Indeed.
indeed.
Bless you guys.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Ta-ta.